wants us in. Copy that. Unit 1 Juliet.
5511 Hugo Road, 13 medics with a 68-year-old male, lightheaded and sick.
60, copy.
11 minutes.
Oh, shoot. I accidentally FaceTimed everybody.
That's alright. That happens. That happens. As long as you're... You know, as long as you're appropriate. So...
It's just so dumb when they have that button right there.
I don't use it. I don't think we're live. Well, I don't see us.
Let's see here.
It says we're live. There we go.
We're on.
We're live. Hey, backseaters, we are back. We are back from our soccer tournament. Odie insisted we come back on because we promised we would. So he's an honorable person.
You know, I'm not a liar.
He did say we'd come back on around 10.
I did.
I kind of warned you this might go longer. So
Yep.
you know, from some of you know that from the crime pages, we had one fight there after the games were over. Not really a problem. As a matter of fact, we didn't really need St. Paul's assistance inside the field, but we welcome their assistance to keep people moving out of the lot. But we had one little skirmish that was put down quickly with a little bit of chemical spray, and then we had one person had a medical condition. We're not sure what's wrong with him, a heat exhaustion, some type of stroke or whatever, but he was breathing fine, but he was unconscious, and the medics took him to the hospital. So we don't know exactly what the condition was. Probably some type of physical reaction to the heat, and one of the players on the teams. So hard to say. Our hearts and thoughts and prayers are with him and his family, and that caused, it took a while to get the ambulance there and get him off the field. That caused a lot of people to want to stay on the field and see what was going on. Some people didn't know that if he was injured from a fight, but for all intents and purposes, it looks like he collapsed. We're not exactly sure why. But in either case, it took us a while to get 3,000 people out of the arena there. I'd say it's about 3,000. Do you think that's fair?
I would say, yeah, I'd say right around there. There was a lot of people, a lot more people than I thought it was going to be.
But they were all law-abiding, with the exception, really the fight was between a couple players on two of the teams.
Yep.
Which I never really get, but soccer is apparently one of the more emotional games that's out there.
Yeah, they're definitely passionate players and fans.
Then we did stick around for the trophy presentation, and they gave the sheriff's office a trophy too, out of appreciation, which was very nice of them. Had the honor of receiving the trophy.
Did Darren get one too?
He got a plaque. We got plaques for Darren and I.
For all the work Darren's been doing?
Yeah, Darren McDonald did a great job, and so it was all good. It was all good. Deputies did a great job monitoring the activity. We had a lot of staff there, some volunteers, some reserves, some CSOs, some sworn. But all in all, it was great. Great tournament. The entertainment was amazing too. They had the #1 Somali rapper in the world was there.
The world?
The world. No, Somali rapper. #1 Somali rapper in the world. That kid that was there.
Yeah.
One I wanted you to go start rapping with.
Getting in the music video? I think they're filming a music video.
I think they were, and you should have been in it. Because your hair is perfect in that music video. Right? Is that her? We're trying to track a couple stolens there, backseaters.
Yeah.
So some of you in our district, it's midnight or 12:15 or so. But those of you around the rest of the world, you might be a convenient time for you to tune in. We sure hope so. We are live on patrol in Ramsey County, Minnesota, the capital county of state of Minnesota. About 550,000 people, and the largest half is the southern half of our county is the city of St. Paul, which is where our capital is. And to the northeast is a little town called North St. Paul, where both Joe Odegaard and I graduated from.
Yep. Have you driven by there recently?
The high school?
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
completely different. It's completely remodeled.
Well, it hasn't. Not in the last 2 years. It hasn't changed, right? You mean from when I was there?
Well, I haven't driven by in a while, but I was over there the other day, and I was like, oh my goodness.
Well, what's changed?
The whole front of the school's different. Looks totally different.
Oh, the front, but the building floor plans.
Yeah, I think the floor plan's the same, but from the outside they changed the parking lot too.
Oh.
Put more curbs in and driveways and stuff.
Well, I love curbs.
You know, I always find them.
I mean, I'm an expert on curbs.
Yeah.
I have to rotate my rear right tire after it hits 15 curbs.
Yeah, that'll happen.
Mrs. Fletcher has gone to sleep, for those of you that were listening earlier. Just giving me advice. We're up here at the North End Laundry. You know, it's funny how times change, things evolve. Let me just go this way for now.
Well, you're the lamplighter.
Well, you know, now that you mentioned the lamplighter, so this Karen, I don't know, is it the Karen Community Center?
Yeah.
This used to be the lamplighter nude dancing bar right here, 160 West Larpenter, and now it's our Karen Community. We got all the radios on, folks. We don't hear much right now.
Yeah, we don't want that. Let's just run it and run it again.
Remember the pizza place up here?
No.
Oh yeah, that's where this Cancun Grill and Cantina. What was the name of it?
This was a pizza place.
Oh, it was the best pizza in town. And
The
it
best?
stayed open all night, and cops could park in the back and come in and have pizza all night long.
Really?
Yeah, someone will remember what it was on Facebook. What the heck was it? Oh, Jesus Christ. Come on, you're the co-pilot.
I was right in the A-pillar. I couldn't see it.
You know, that's a camouflage telephone.
That was a camouflage
You know,
telephone pole.
it cuts
That
it in,
sucker
it was brown.
blended right in.
Somebody painted that sucker.
Hearthside.
Hearthside Pizza, yeah. They got it.
Right, I just figured I'd pull it up and
Thank
plug
you,
it
thank
right
you.
there.
Hearthside Pizza. That was a great place to have pizza. Good, cop-friendly pizza place.
113, your case number is going to be 120
Yeah.
329.
Thank you.
120 329. Okay, thank you.
Copy, code 4382327, East Coast there.
Still waiting for the bus, huh?
Yep.
Car wash, been there forever.
I think it's got a, I don't know if the owners knew, but my dad's an electrician. He just wired that whole place.
Oh, he did, yeah, I think, yeah. Interesting.
He was working there.
You know, Jordan Calias, my nephew's an electrician, right?
Is he?
Yeah.
You know, I saw him at the LEC a few weeks ago.
Yeah, they were working down there. They did the whole comm center.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that
doing the
makes
comm
sense. Thanks. Long time. Well, I haven't talked to him for a long time.
Jordan Calias, electrician extraordinaire.
There's not one call
In Bending?
pending.
Well, just so you know, backseaters, so Odie insisted that we get back. Now, everybody's resting up for the 4th of July, which technically will start tomorrow night, on the 3rd of July. Because everybody's off on the 4th. Like that one guy said we talked to, people calling sick on the 5th.
Yep. A lot of people will be sick on the 5th.
I think they should just make it, if there's a gap in there, they should make it a national holiday.
Well, it's, yeah, I mean,
I think we should
It's
call
really-
it, what would we call it? Well, I mean, the 4th of July is the day we signed the Declaration of Independence, right?
yeah.
So maybe we call the 5th of July the day we signed,
First full day of independence.
First full day of independence.
The first full day of independence.
First full day of independence. That's right. You ever watch that movie, Nicolas Cage, National Treasure?
Oh, that's a great movie.
I've watched it several times, mostly because whenever I fly, I've seen every movie on the little Sun
gotcha.
Country list.
Is that one of them?
So I watched it again, but
They just don't make good original movies like that anymore.
well, there's so much to compete with.
Yeah. Oh, I'd say.
Hey, you think you could roll a bowling ball down the street and hit anything? It's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't think you could.
Man, oh man, folks, it is quiet out here.
21.
But you know what? We're ready for quiet.
City Fire complaint 750 Milton Village. The people are setting fireworks and they're hitting the college window.
750 Milton. People letting off fireworks. And again, folks, and this is mostly to my young Somali friends that on the 4th of July, do not shoot fireworks at people, at humans. It's very dangerous. What the heck we got going on here? Definitely. Bourne's Bar. Still going. Tell these guys.
They're pretty busy down
You
here.
guys got to go home and rest up for the 4th of July.
Tuesday? Pretty packed.
Yeah.
New message.
What's the
New
verdict on
message.
these black plates? People like them or don't like them? What do you think? See that black one there?
Yeah, I personally, I kind of like them.
Do you?
Yeah. See, I'm gonna my Camaro.
Yeah.
My plates are coming up in August.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get it.
Yeah, but everything starts with Z.
Do they still start with Z?
Well, they're probably getting to Y pretty soon, but they're trying to go backwards, you know?
Is that what it is? They go backwards?
Yeah, they go backwards. They're all blacks. All the black plates are Z. I mean, Zaz. I mean, I got black plates on one of our cars. I thought it'd be cool, but I'm not sure because they're all the same damn plate. ZA, ZB, ZC. Kind of loses the uniqueness.
See, my car is orange and black.
Oh, yeah.
And then I got a light blue license plate on it. So I'm just kind of doing it more for the
What do you mean light blue?
Minnesota plate's white and light blue.
Oh, yeah.
I can
You
get
don't like
at least
that?
a plate. Yeah, my plate
You
will
want
kind of
Halloween?
go.
You want Halloween colors?
It will go. Yeah. Like a pumpkin.
Full uniform on today, folks.
Yep.
Still sweating in this long sleeve shirt with a tie. Well, I think I've seen 3 cars so far. Well, it's gonna chase that one down. Well, let's make a trip through Club Holiday here. See if we got any other.
There you go. Thank you, Karen.
Friendly people.
113, advised.
Well, I like a guy that uses red duct tape on his rear license plate. I've done that a lot in my lifetime. You gotta respect that. Right?
Yep.
We respect the guy that uses duct tape on his rear license, rear light. That's I respect that.
She's got a front bumper held on by zip ties and the rear.
Nice.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, here.
Hey, are you Bob Fletcher?
I am, yeah.
Yeah,
I gotta give you something here if I can find it. What the hell? Yeah, we're live right now. Yeah. Hang on a second.
You guys staying safe out here?
Well, we're trying to, but
Is this a V6 or a V8?
this is an 8.
Oh, it's V8?
But hold on a minute. I gotta. Hey, look for those gift cards in there, will you? I got a gift card for you there, buddy. They're in a pack in an envelope. Right here. All right, here's a holiday card for you. There you go, bud.
Oh,
Good work.
thank you.
Have a good one.
Yeah, you too.
Nice to talk to you. You bet.
179. Go ahead.
Thank you, Odie.
Absolutely.
Family Marshal Holiday.
How's it going?
Copy.
I think I can be a rapper. I think I got what it takes.
I think you do too. But I think if you're going for that look, you gotta grow the hair.
I gotta keep my hair growing out.
Yep.
That's the thing.
That's
well,
the
I'm
thing.
halfway there. I'm halfway there, Odie. You know, I was in choir in high school.
Really?
Oh, yeah. Baritone.
Not me.
Well, we sing mostly church music. Well, I was in a pop ensemble too. Yeah, pop ensemble. But back then, being in choir, singing was cool back then. You know, all the athletes were on the choir. It was almost like a thing to do. Is that Kyle or what?
People have been squatting in his mom's house since she's died.
Are you hearing that or not?
Yep.
What channel is that on? Is that our channel? Oh.
I think we use that as another red flag to believe that this has the sketchy traffic.
Justin and Kyle were talking about a car we're looking for that we don't really want everything known publicly.
1012 Livingston, you said?
Correct.
That's where it is?
Yep.
It could be.
That's where the caller thinks it might be right now.
And is there a connection to that address?
Apparently, that is where some people who were squatting in the mom's house were staying.
Who may have taken the car.
Who may have taken the car.
All
It's
right,
getting fishier as the
fishier.
story goes on. But it's
fishy
worth,
or not,
it's
if
worth
there,
looking
it's there.
into.
If it's there, it's there. All right. Well, good.
All right.
Well, we're gonna go take a look.
Clear on the right.
Train right.
Train clear.
Left.
Brace for impact.
There's only one of our CAT members has actually hit a train.
Yep.
He'll remain nameless, right?
Well,
I think we can leave him nameless.
all right.
It wasn't either one of us.
Being there, like not even dead or something. They're just moving out and
A lot of kids walking the streets.
A lot of kids. Summer's
I will
in
say
full
this: the
swing.
more and more kids have bikes that are homeless.
Yeah. I think every bike I had as a kid got stolen.
Really?
Yep.
Well, you must have been picked on.
No.
Didn't you have a lock?
No.
No lock? Well, why
No.
didn't you have a lock?
That was dumb.
Did
My
you have-
brother.
Did you have a Schwinn or a Huffy?
I had a Huffy. I had.
Did you have a
some
Huffy,
cheap-
actually?
I did. I did.
Well, I don't think the Huffies were even being made when you were little.
Yeah, they were.
Was it Montgomery Ward's? Was there Montgomery
Huffies?
Ward still?
I don't know. It was
I think Montgomery Ward sold the Huffies.
verify that she is in fact deceased or anything along those lines.
We're gonna go look for a stolen car, folks, that may not be completely stolen. We're not sure. Huffy. I'm pretty sure that.
I had one. I'll see if I can find one
Let's see
here.
what year Huffies were.
I'd say I had mine in about the year 2000.
New information from transit on an assault that occurred at, looks like maybe University and Snelling. There's a black male wearing a white baseball hat, white shirt, white shorts, handgun was in his waistband, walked away northbound Snelling, victim's possibly heading westbound to Spruce. They're requesting assistance just only 32 minutes.
4339.
Well, maybe Huffy kept making bikes. Even
They did.
She put me out on she had the meeting.
it wasn't a very good reputation.
Copy.
Huffy bike, you know that, right?
If I remember it, it wasn't very expensive.
Right.
Like my parents got it at Target.
I had one. Yeah, it might have been. I had a Huffy
The
bike.
female who got a small red SUV
This is what
approached the
mine
gates
looked
and
like.
searched
I
screams
can't
and
pull
took
a
off.
picture up for some reason.
Press area check 30
Oh yeah, those.
That's what mine.
Yeah,
that's
no,
what mine
you
looked like.
guys were into your generation's into those small
179
tires.
checking your
Yeah.
status.
We didn't have small tires when I was little. It was all big tires. 10 speeds.
And 179. Enhanced 113 more with an escaping from the female party.
Copy, the female party is she at the holiday then?
Fly me to. We are downtown by the River Center. Children's, not Children's, Science Museum.
Yep.
Copy that, 113 I can check back.
Shepherd Road and Warner Road are closed due to flooding. Should really take you on a little tour of the flooding up here in St. Paul. Not nearly as bad as down in Blue Earth County.
I haven't even been down there yet.
Well, it's just water down here.
My
'cause
brother is
There's
in-
nothing. I mean, it's just the road covered. It's not like Harriet Island down here is total. Well, we don't have time right now. But maybe we'll get back over to Harriet Island. There's a swimming pool.
179 Psalms 23 near.
See that? Can you see over there?
Copy that, 179, do you need another squad or you're out, the female, correct?
Water's.
Oh,
Let
yeah.
me see here if I can see.
It's definitely high.
Water might have receded a little bit.
Copy that, 178 I can.
My brother's down in Iowa by Spirit Lake. His basement flooded out.
There's nothing worse than a flooded basement.
Especially when you got a nice basement. See, my basement at my house is unfinished.
Yeah, but you still got
And it's dry as well.
access to sewage and all that stuff, and I don't
That's why it wouldn't be a big deal if mine flooded.
know. You got a toilet down there?
Nope.
Oh, well, that's good.
My whole basement's just completely just concrete.
21.
Looks like they're buying some stuff over there. What were they saying?
I don't know, something.
They're yelling at us.
Stay by. Clear our last impounded and give us an investigate. Snelling and Thomas. We're still looking for the waste gun suspect.
You don't have to mention the name, but 1012? Or 10, what was the number?
1012 Thomas?
No, the Livingston.
Oh, Livingston.
Was it 1012?
So, Robert and South. Yeah, sorry.
Trying to hide our approach. The bad guys.
Unless it's in the enclosed garage, it doesn't look like it's done.
Is somebody there already?
Kyle and Darren are there.
What's the mechanism of tracking for using?
This is just a guess by the owner.
Oh,
This is not an OnStar ping yet.
There you go. You got me all the way over here on the west side for a guess.
Yep.
What do you think, Mr. Sun?
Hopefully we can get the real deal to come in and then it's game on.
Well, I gotta believe it's so quiet that people are just resting up for the 4th of July.
A lot of people might be out of town already too.
Well, there is that. There is that. 100% right.
A lot of people probably take the whole week off.
But I don't think the criminal elements
I don't think
necessarily-
criminals ever take days off, but
Yeah, I mean, I think he could be anywhere. He's not really with it.
Can you call Council 14 when you have a minute?
Well,
Thank you much.
they're over there at the address.
yep, no luck. It's probably Darren right there. Yes, it is.
We are technically right now in West St. Paul, just crossed over there at Annapolis into the city of West St. Paul, but we don't get down here much and it's so quiet. We do believe that there might be a stolen down here, so but we are going to give you a little tour of Robert Street, working through West St. Paul.
Yep.
It's all quiet. Even here?
Yeah, there ain't.
Is there still a movie theater over there? Or maybe that's the next one. I don't know. Let's go far enough south here. We got a Target.
Where's our Chipotle?
Copy 30.
Down,
Just up
further
here?
south. Well, down the hill and then up the hill.
Down and up the hill?
Down and up.
Down and up.
Down and up. Peaceful community. Let's come over here to play hockey games. Rinks off to our right, to the west a little bit. It's coach of my daughter. Good times. There's the Menards.
It's probably my favorites. Well, that and Fleet Farm are probably my favorite stores.
Well, you probably like this. And you save big money. You save big money. And when you
I remember when I was younger, dads do stuff to embarrass their kids.
Oh yeah.
So we walked into Menards. My dad goes to the employee, "Hey, is this a place where I can save big money?" Is that right to you? I'm just like, as a kid, you're so embarrassed by it. Like, oh my God.
I love dads like that. I love dads like that. Totally love dads like that. Yeah. I'm a little bit like that myself. Got to say. Arby's. Oh, that was a fun event. I actually enjoyed talking to a lot of my old Somali friends that were there tonight,
Yeah.
They're very pleasant, very nice. Fahia came up, that woman in the yellow there. She was a good friend. Representative Samakab Hussein obviously was very appreciative of everything that we did. I guess Rena Moran was there, Commissioner Rena Moran, County Commissioner.
How many commissioners are there?
7.
7.
Ran into a guy once at a gathering. What the hell? What was I running for? I think I was running for sheriff, but I decided not to run for mayor. You know what he asked me? How many mayors in St. Paul are there? Well, only one. But it's kind of funny how some people don't track politics.
No, well, even I don't do politics, but
Yeah.
even I know there's only one mayor.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean, if you don't know how many commissioners, because some have 5, some counties have 5, some cities have 5, some have 7. But, yeah, there's 7 in Ramsey.
White Castle.
Well, this is, and actually we just crossed over to Invergrove Heights there south of us, but we're back. This is West St. Paul. South of there's the Cub on our left there, and south of there is Invergrove Heights. Oh, so I got to tell you a story. I'm not going to tell you where I flew to.
Okay.
But I have flown a fair amount in my life. So, back when I was playing on the St. Paul Police softball team, back when I was younger, my younger days, when I was young and, fleet-footed like you.
Yeah, exactly.
I was a pretty decent softball player, but we traveled the country to going to national tournaments playing softball as ambassadors of the St. Paul Police Department. And so we would fly a lot of places, and to his credit, Stan Hubbard, who worked at KSTP, would let us use his plane. He had a couple planes. He would fly us, and those planes were turboprops. They didn't fly as high, they're not as fast. They fly a little lower, which was fun because you could see stuff.
Yep.
But a lot of times we flew commercial. And one time I was flying into St. Louis on our way back from Jacksonville, Florida always had. Jacksonville, Columbus, Ohio had, and then in California they had all the national tournaments. But we were flying into St. Louis and we experienced wind shear. Where the rain is coming down fast.
Yeah.
And the plane just dropped like a son of a gun. And the wings were going like this.
Ooh.
And to be honest with you, it was a terrifying experience. And we landed. It's a miracle we landed. I mean, which was great. We flew through it and somehow accelerated, got extra power, we landed. It was over, but it made me think I really don't enjoy this flying that much. So I have flown the last 20 years. Bobby was born. I have flown a lot. And I usually fly Sun Country. It goes south and it's reasonably priced, right? So I was flying last week in a rainstorm. And I'm not going to say where we were landing. It doesn't really matter. But we were landing in a rainstorm. And the wings were tipping. We were going back and forth. And honest to God, it's one of the reasons my wife and I don't fly together, just in case one of us goes down. We don't leave Bobby without parents. But I'm alone on this plane. And it's a little bit terrifying. So I find out later by looking at, my son knows how to look up the flight records. We're at 750 feet descending, the runway. And the pilot hits the go around button, which basically you're boarding the landing.
Wow.
Full engines. Now, when you're already descending, it takes a while, and your nose is not in the right thing. It takes a while for the plane to really get in the right position. So when you're hearing those engines at full throttle in a rainstorm pouring down, and you're trying to make sure you don't crash,
die.
It's the first time in my life I've ever had a aborted landing, or what they call it a go around, but this one was so close to touchdown. I call it an aborted landing. So then we had the storm wouldn't move, so we had to go fly around for an hour waiting for the storm to move. And I don't know how much fuel they carry on those things.
Yeah, an hour. That's got to burn.
Yeah, burn a lot of fuel.
A lot of gas.
So I asked the pilot afterward. I asked the pilot. I said, "How much fuel do we have left when we land?" He said, "Well, about 8. We still had 8,000 pounds, and the plane carries 40,000." So he said, "We're fine. We just."
That's less than a quarter tank, though.
Yeah. Well, there you go. There you go. But I did a little reading. I guess when they get to 6,000 pounds, they have to find an alternative place to go land, because it might take you an hour to go there and land.
Gotcha.
So you don't wanna fly around for an hour and not get a spot. Anyhow,
8,000 pounds.
Storming rain, coming down hard. But again, first time for an aborted landing. And the pilot did a great job. I'm sure it was beautiful from his perspective, since he couldn't see a damn thing either. But
yeah, I'm not a huge air. I mean, I've flown a handful of times, maybe, probably like 6 times, maybe.
Well, I try to never take off in a storm, but you can't predict when you're going to land it.
Yeah.
But I try now.
How do you? I mean, there's just no way. You book in advance. There ain't no way of knowing.
Yeah, it's tough. I don't take off in storms anymore, though. No thanks. Because you look at I've studied a lot. You watch those shows on air disasters, and weather is a primary contributing factor on crashes. I mean, human error, yes, but usually weather. A lot of time ice. Don't fly in ice. Snow's okay. Freezing rain, not so much.
Yeah, I'd rather just drive.
Yeah. What do you think? Is the radio on? Is that
Yeah.
That was it, Kyle?
That was Kyle, yep. There is, again, not a
How many
single
total calls are there? They even active?
inactive.
That aren't off-duty work.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
8 calls?
8 calls.
The whole city
The
of...
whole county.
The whole county, 8 calls, folks. Well, we claim victory.
There is not one call outside of St. Paul.
8 calls in the city of St. Paul. No pendings. No
No
calls
pending.
anywhere in the northern suburbs.
Not
Now,
one.
that is amazing. I never seen that happen before.
There
except
is
20 below wind chill.
4 calls in west, 2 in central, 1 in east. And there's motor vehicle theft that we're on. I don't think I've ever seen that either.
And I've been around a long time.
318, checking your traffic. Close for 15 minutes.
Well, if you didn't watch our earlier broadcast, please tune in. There's a couple interesting parts there. Some great work by Community Service Officer Andre Robinson. Helped get a murder suspect to turn himself in today. That was pretty cool.
7126 traffic.
7120.
Mounsley Boulevard and Pleasant View Drive. Had a red minivan pull on a trailer with plate Charles Yellow Tom 2879. It's coming back now on file.
New message. New message.
Can you see the water down there, Ode?
I wasn't really looking.
I don't think you can see it. You could probably drive through it down there, but
318.
Clear back to the east.
51 minutes.
Apparently this guy doesn't like sidewalks. .876 Cook. That Corvette.
that's where it's at.
Right now we have a call just dropped.
2735 Assisting fire with
I'm assuming you're going to tell them on Intel in case they didn't copy.
876 Cook is pinging. Call just dropped. Yeah, St. Paul sign already.
They're what? They're on the way already?
Yep.
Alright, well. Alright, backseaters are off to the race.
Doesn't do any good. They ask them to call you back directly.
We're going to try to catch you stolen.
It's just 1 block east of Arcade.
132 copy, guys. Took the alarm. Inner Hampton. Yeah, we'll go in the dock service to our north. Yeah, 53 minutes.
Stand by for impact.
Standing by.
318, you're authority.
Whoa!
Woohoo!
Are those 2 cars going to that?
Yep.
That's too bad.
45. See that, 53 minutes.
Well, this guy wanted to pull over right away.
Well, it says they enabled ignition, but then it says if the vehicle's out, they will not be able to turn it back on. So it's disabled.
What do you
So
think?
I think any chance of this becoming occupied and us catching a bad guy is pretty much dead in the water.
We're in the area.
It started disabled the ignition already.
54 minutes.
Okay.
So,
They can only do that when it's still though, right?
yep.
I've had them do that before and it actually didn't work.
Here's the hope.
Huh?
Here's the hope.
Well, I mean, I don't know if it's good, bad, or other way. They're going pulling up on a stolen. OnStar's been tracking it for the people, and of course, our philosophy is always try to catch people in the car. Recovering the car doesn't do us a damn bit of good, folks. We want to actually
Put someone in jail.
put someone in jail because they're just going to go out and steal another one.
Yep.
20 minutes later.
And
Longer, the more they get away with it, the more troublesome it is. So we're gonna pull up on this car, and if it runs, it runs.
St. Paul's on scene.
Oh, there. Okay. Well, there you have it. Well, I don't think so. They said they're close. Looking for a vet.
Yep.
In the alley, maybe. It's cooked, though, right?
Yep. What do we got here? So go.
You know what? I know this guy. Hi there.
It's showing right here.
I'm coming through downtown. Do you want us to recover or let St. Paul have it?
We're just gonna let St. Paul at this point. I don't think it's here.
I'd like to go ahead and process this week.
Well, it's
I just bought it 7th and
1208, we're on the phone with OnStar right now to get a better location.
tell him he's not here. They're not here.
We're here. Not seeing
Copy.
it.
56 minutes.
I'll tell you what. OnStar is the worst at. Is sometimes getting the numbers transposed.
Yeah.
Good news for us is if it's moving, it means someone's still in it.
Yep. And then someone's gonna go to jail.
Where's the good news?
$120.
Back.
120. Let's go to the back.
Won't block
Outside
these.
5
You
Chelsea
just never
Avenue.
know.
There's a lot of commotion in the background. Female cop gave the ads. Address is no longer responded to the TC.
Just looking for the bench.
I believe it's red.
Tough to
Red.
miss that one.
Red Corvette.
278, I can go.
Copy, thank you.
Zero 18.
108.
179.
This is real. There
So
are
you're through, you go Cypher Mississippi Road,
Or
Boulevard, North
inside
Dakota.
the
Color
Ramsey
staff
County
said there's a legit
Sheriff
customer.
are
Refusing to leave.
interrupting your call.
There are any copies and additional information from OnStars. They're gonna honk the horn and turn the lights on so SWAT could get in the area to try and hear it or see it.
Copy. Squads on the RPR.
I do want to.
OnStar is going to be honking the horn, flashing the lights to try and find.
Can you
to
tell
help you
those
guys
guys I
finish
just
fire.
saw let St. Paul handle it?
Yep. We are going to let St. Paul handle this one, guys.
Copy that.
Well, if it isn't here, it isn't going to do any good to put the honk on.
Well, it could be in that.
garage.
Yeah.
And this guy here in the corner's had car issues before.
So we're here in the car.
Oh, I heard it honking.
Copy.
The vehicle is honking at 874 Cook Avenue in the detached garage.
Copy 874 Cook Avenue in the detached garage.
Go ahead.
You get a squad just to the front of the address, just to lock it down.
Squad to the front of 874 Cook.
316 will head there.
Copy, thank you. 59. 318.
Also get a squad in front of 870 Cook Avenue. Looks like the lower unit has an open door with a light on as well.
Copy, squad to 870 Cook.
315.
So,
Thank you,
OnStar
100.
cars in the garage here, folks, and the St. Paul officers are securing the perimeter. We can recover the car. Get a car in the front, car in the back.
327.
327.
And 5 Charlie Whiskey 667 to the call. Okay, read back.
New message.
Copy, stand by.
New message. New message.
That also registers the.
Starting to warrant.
327, that car is coming back
You're gonna get a warrant to get the
as
car?
a 2023 red Chevrolet Tahoe, plates March of
Is there a
2024
second car in there too, or
to
not?
Wanda Patrice Baker
there
at
you go.
1012 Livingston Avenue.
Oh.
Copy.
Alright, I'm gonna back up.
Alright, it's all you.
And 327, this car is not listed as stolen as of yet. 101.
318.
As soon as they get enough
You're
cars,
right.
Tang, we're gonna let them deal with it.
Okay.
Thanks.
You
Well,
check
you can
it
hang out
tomorrow, that
till
truck
they
is
get
the
it
same
secured.
model as the Corvette that's stolen.
Copy, stand by.
Yeah, that plate they added.
2025.
I heard it. Like
14 Access
Livingston
Street.
address that they were checking before.
Tow truck requesting we get
Yeah.
this Land Rover towed from the Rapid Lot to...
That's a lot of nothing.
318, did you copy that last transmission?
You know that eventually, right?
318, copy.
It's gonna be some sort of civil.
It's alright.
Someone's getting their car back.
Someone's writing an hour and a half worth of warrant
Yep.
to help somebody get their car back. So anyhow, folks, there's something. There was from the very beginning of this call. There was a little bit of strangeness to it. That address we were checking out over in West St. Paul.
I don't have any prior history with that
Is
phone,
an
or-
associate of the
history of domestic
person who owned the
involved
car.
in it.
And the car wasn't at the associate's address over there on Livingston, but the second car in the garage where the stolen Corvette is registers to the associate's house
Yep.
on Livingston.
And 120, the
So,
TC over
you can
her,
see there's
mail station.
A web
The
being
police are
wove there.
outside and go
Yep.
ahead and run, so someone might be coming down.
What is it?
Darren's always St. Paul.
Just tell them we're gonna leave it to them. And I mean, tell them to go hunt another one.
Sheriff says to let them handle it and find another one.
Try to get clarification in here.
Sounds good.
318.
318.
The light that the open door was in is no longer on, so whoever's in front of 870, just be aware. Someone's definitely inside there because the light's now off back here.
Well, what somebody should do is call the owner and ask the owner, do you know anybody at 870? What do we got there? Red what? What is that?
A Ford, maybe?
Oh,
Ford Escape, I'm gonna go with?
I've never seen that car before.
I don't know. I think this is a Charger. Or a Chrysler 300, I can't tell. Smashed up Charger.
What time is it? It's not 3 in the morning, right?
No, it's only 104.
Yeah, you're gonna run this one for me?
Yep.
Temporary date.
210.
I got it.
327.
What's the last four of the VIN on that 5 Charlie Whiskey 667?
New message.
Clear off a Cook.
Last four of the VIN are 2639.
500?
Squad 210.
636 Cook.
Perfect.
300 Broadway Street on a suspicious caller saying there was a male that had a garage open. The caller closed it, and then male had someone's bike and was messing with it. Believes it was possibly stolen. Subject's a black male, 28 years old, 5'10" thin build. Last seen wearing a red windbreaker with black jeans and wearing a black backpack. Appears to be on the south side of the building.
Are we on Cook?
You didn't copy.
At 105.
Hi. How are you? You were driving without your lights on. Yeah. And right now you're parked on a sidewalk. Do you live around here or what? At this house? What's the address there?
Go ahead.
What's the address here?
Clear. Put us on 120's call. I have the female
Very
in the back.
good. Thank you. Have a good night.
Copy out the female in the back.
Yeah, that's good.
I always like to verify with the person that they know. It's tough to lie about something when you have to give the address.
I always like doing that when I'm asking someone for their ID. They're like, oh, I don't have anything with my name on it, so you get their name. You guys go, man, how old are you? And they sit there and go, dead giveaway.
I used to ask them for their zodiac signs. No, I'm serious. Everybody knows their zodiac sign, but when they lie about their date of birth,
That's a
they
good
change it.
idea. I've never thought of that.
Zodiac signs.
So do you know, like,
I did when I was a young
I know
patrolman.
mine's a Libra, I think it's called.
Yeah. Well, here's
But
the
I don't
thing.
know when all
I
the
knew
other
them
ones.
all back then, but even now, if you ask them and they stutter for a second,
Yeah, that's a
Then you know
good
why.
good idea. It's a good idea. I might have to use that.
Well, of course, I'm sure people use this on you when people phony their driver's license. You ask them, what year did you graduate from high school?
Yep.
What year? And if they don't know, they're like in my case, a 73 or whatever it is, they're lying, right? Because usually these young kids, they've had 2 years the wrong way when they figure out, oh yeah, I was 2 years. I'm lying about 2 years. So do I subtract or do I add?
Yep. That's a
I
good
don't
one,
know.
too.
I really don't know the right. To be honest with you, did you know that when I was in college, the drinking age was 18?
Really?
Yeah.
I knew it used to be.
Well, they lowered it temporarily to 18, and then they raised it to 19.
It's an Escape. Yeah, Ford Escape.
Was that the same car?
That's what it is, yeah.
Jesus. They raised it to 19, and then the federal government said you're not getting any highway funds unless you make it 21, because they're worried about drinking and driving. But I don't know really. You realize that colleges across America, you know what happens, right? Well, maybe if you don't want to answer that, that's fine.
I was listening to Intel, sorry.
That's all right.
Reach yourself.
327.
I just figured you didn't want to admit.
No, sorry, they're chit-chatting there. I just want to
Well,
listen in.
here's the thing. It's their deal. They got the car. They're going to do a warrant.
I just go knock on the door.
Well, of course.
Hey, you got a stolen car in your garage. Open up.
Open up.
Or make it a warrant.
Houston.
We out with mail on the east side of the building here.
Copy, Alta Male on the east side of the
Everybody's
building.
got a different technique.
Please go ahead. Do you have a case number? We have 120345. 120345.
120345.
Houston, male foot on the bike. Eastbound Prince.
109.
Copy, cell phone on the bike. He's going up for 79.
Where's that at? Prince is right down.
Three-
Yeah, male FLETCHER was going down
300.
towards the commercial.
Okay.
Copy.
Well, we can help out with that one. 4th and commercial. Little free.
Still have eyes on him. Still backside CHS.
Copy, backside of
Is he
CHS.
running or is he driving? Because the bike, is the guy on the bike?
Yeah,
Does
the
he
guy
want it for
running
anything?
on a bicycle. There's a suspicious
Suspicion of a stolen bike. Playing on foot.
Oh, what?
It's a suspicious call. They think the bike is stolen.
I assume we're talking two-wheeler or
I think like a
motorcycle?
pedal bike.
Okay, pedal bike. It's just so
Well,
exciting.
it says bike,
So exciting.
so I'm assuming it's.
I like this ship.
This is exciting.
Does it seem a little dark out here to you today?
Yeah, kinda. It's kind of cloudy.
I don't know. I mean, it's dark, kind of.
It was cloudy during the day. I don't know if it ever went away or not.
I don't know if it's working on those bright lights. Take a shortcut here. Oops, it's right. Still go through. I gotta go around the curve here.
So we got the bike here.
Stand by for impact.
Bracing.
Copy, out with the bike. 111.
So he must be running on foot then. I thought he was on the bicycle.
Well,
Well, let's see what they get a description of this guy. Alright. Red windbreaker, black jeans, black
it's really hard finding calls here today.
black backpack. So we're looking for a red windbreaker, black jeans.
Well, where did you get the feeling that he was last? Squad's up there still. But the squad was going this way too.
327. Daughter of the RO is going to be on her way soon to meet up with officers in regards to the stolen vehicle. Copy at 112.
If you beat him to the woods over there,
Then it's like I'm wondering if he pedal biked, ditched the bike and ran into the woods up here.
I don't know, but I'm an expert on these woods. Although, you can't be that hard to hide, right?
Just lay down, climb a tree.
These guys aren't going to be able to get to them from where they're at. Do you think they think he's in there?
Copper right there.
He walking?
Yeah.
I wouldn't go that way if I was him.
No.
Go further away. wash our train tour?
No.
We did a train tour down here years ago. It's pretty exciting.
Really?
Oh, yeah. Oh, I heard something. Did you hear that? Or was that the train? Could have been like... I'm going to turn around.
Yeah, it kind of sounded like a sneeze or something.
Oh. Most of them hang out underneath that bridge up ahead. Might have been like that air being released on that
Yeah,
train.
that's kind of what I...
Yeah. Here, give me your little whatchamajigger off your...
Oh, yeah, you know what? I disconnected the wrong one.
Just take the... Yeah. Well, I mean, honestly, if there was more calls going on, nobody would be back here.
499.
There's no calls.
Can you show me out at DOC HQ? Go for it.
There's a little campsite back there. They're investigating.
Copy that. Yeah.
So the officers are in the woods here investigating a campsite. Well, he would have had to jump 2 fences to get there, right? One to get out, one to get over.
127.
Yeah, just for
report with 174.
educational purposes, we'll go over here to
Copy.
under this bridge. So a lot of times there's campfires set. We are looking for a bike thief. He eluded the St. Paul police officers.
But they got the bike back.
Huh?
They got the bike back.
Yeah. Probably this is a long way. So mostly we're going down. This is where the car wash. You know where the.
Yep.
Jesus. That sound good.
There's a bunch of folks up there.
Did you see some?
There's a bunch of people under the bridge up there.
A lot of homeless live down here, folks. It's very sad. Wintertime is actually this is more popular in the winter because it's a little bit of a warm refuge. Odie was down here when he was a kid.
127, copy. Check the DOC squad. This is
You used to hang down there, right?
Randolph
You
Avenue.
paint a
There's
picture of
bridge
yourself
yelling
on
for any
that
customers.
propane tank?
Yep.
That was you?
That was me. Still there.
Propane tank.
Did that in 02.
Fabio Joe?
Yep.
Thurville squad, taking back 127.
Well, nah, he didn't make it this far.
No.
But yeah, maybe we'll do that railroad tour again this summer, where we go drive this whole tracks from here out to 280, out to the. It actually goes all the way to Minneapolis on this track.
441, I'll be out. I'm sorry, last squad.
Yeah, one stuff, Captain.
118.
Over the tracks. Is there a train coming, Odie? I think I hear something.
I hope not. Bracing for impact. I don't think so.
Okay. Well, there's some good graffiti over there. What do we got?
Yeah, it's a purple guy.
What do we got?
There's a guy with one eyeball. I mean, those people are talented. I don't know how they can do that. Still, spider webs are cool.
One or two.
102.
Oh, those are cars up on the bridge.
Oh yeah, I guess I see there are some free slots there. Just pick one of the free ones and keep me 10-8.
Okay, is there any free west spots you can back 127?
couple pending calls there now.
127, I'll
there's
put this back in penny until I get another squad for you.
more fireworks, but
Brooks and Dunn, Terry Clark, Saturday, August 10th. Treasure Island.
no. Brooks and Dunn, one of them died.
No!
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm thinking of Montgomery Gentry. I'm sorry. Yeah, Brooks and Dunn. Montgomery Gentry.
Very scary.
I think the guy I was thinking of died in an airplane crash.
Wind shear?
It was, I think it was raining really hard.
127, 171.
Well, they gave it the old college try.
Really look. Yeah, that's
171, I'll have you back.
You guys
127
go
on
for
that.
it.
DOC at Walgreens on Randolph.
Yep. On my way out.
Well, you know, you think that means the train is
You're cool for it. We weren't able to find the mail. You went somewhere on the tracks back here.
120.
slow line in the neighborhood? You know, I want to go back and see the train before it goes. Can we do that?
Sure.
I love trains. Right? Do you love trains?
You know,
not so much.
I don't love them. I don't hate them. You know.
Did you have a train set, a Lionel train set when you were little?
I don't think so.
No. Did you have a HO road race set then, or what?
What's that?
A race car set.
Like
you know, race cars.
Like little plastic tracks you could set up.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, I think I had one of those.
Well, I gotta say, if you didn't have a Lionel train set or an HO road race set.
Yeah, I think they might be getting to go. That thing's shooting out some smoke.
Well, they can't get out that way. This is a dead end on that track. You gotta go the other way. This must be backed in. You can't get out that way. But 202.
Where does this go to?
Well, normally that's the Amtrak that goes to Chicago or to North Dakota.
How long does it take to get to Chicago on that thing? Quicker than driving?
You know what? You need to really ride it once just to find out.
I don't know.
You need to ride it once just to find out.
I'm okay.
I took one of those all the way to New York.
Really?
Yeah, I'm not doing it again.
Where'd the brakes go off?
Yeah, but we're ready to go. Huh?
Looks like the train hit a deer or something.
Really?
Yeah, there's look at the front left.
That's called a cow catcher. Haven't you ever heard of those before?
Looks like it might have hit a deer or something.
Why do you say that?
There's some when you go up there, there's some splatter on the side.
Well, that's supposed to get rid of animals that are in the way.
It looks like it got rid of at least
I
one.
don't think anything's coming on my track, do you? Well, I'll show.
See that?
Where's that?
Right on the front side right there. Look at that. Something smacked the side of it.
I don't see it. Oh, the deer there? Yeah, there's blood.
Something.
Okay.
Definitely something got caught.
Mr. Animal expert.
Well, this guy thinks we're...
How's it going? We're just looking for a guy that ran from us. No big deal. Which way? Are you guys headed out?
120.
Well, what's wrong? What happened? What happened when you say working on it? What happened?
You guys got tested every night.
Oh, you do? Is that a dead end that you're backed up on right now, or what?
Yep.
Okay. What do you test?
So we test basically every form of electronics in it.
Really?
Yep. You have to do it every 24 hours.
Really? That's good to know.
If you don't test it, it's not allowed to go anywhere.
So what can go wrong? What does go wrong when things go wrong? What's the most frequent thing?
Brakes going out.
Oh,
seals blowing.
What's the last thing?
The seals. everything's pressurized. The seals will blow out.
You don't want the brakes to go out.
No.
Especially when you're going west across
5182.
some of those big bridges.
Yeah.
5182, go
So,
ahead.
which means it's got a lot of brakes on it. So you're talking 16 pads per car.
Do you ride or just fix?
I just fix. So I actually don't. I'm from Virginia.
16 brake pads per car?
Yep.
Whoa.
So I'm just up here for the next 6 more days working on this one. I'm going home.
All right. Jesus.
I mean, it's not too bad.
Because these mostly go from the West Coast out to New York, right? Through Chicago, Cleveland, etc.
Yep.
But Amtrak also has a spike that goes like southwest somewhere, right?
Yep.
Where does that go?
So they've got one to go all the way from Vermont to Florida.
Okay.
They go all the way through the south, all the way towards Oklahoma, California.
Where does that Oklahoma one start? Where does the California one start? Like,
So you can start it pretty much anywhere. You'll just hop trains.
well, where like if you went to California, where would you transfer? Like South Dakota or something, or
So I think the closest one for here would probably be North Dakota. up in
North Dakota?
Minot.
Of Minot? Okay.
But then they have the long distance ones that go east to west and back.
Yeah.
Those are a little bit better because you can sleep on it,
Yeah.
and they'll stop at random cities and give you like a day to go tour.
Really?
Yep.
Like a cruise ship?
Pretty much. Yep. Well, those aren't bad. Drink, have fun. They don't bother you.
Yeah. No, that's good. Yeah, I appreciate you taking the time to tell us that.
Oh, no problem.
Yeah. All right. Have a good night.
See ya.
Thanks to you. Well, there we have it. We learned there's 16 brake pads on each Amtrak car.
That one. Woohoo!
You know, I need a better co-pilot.
I didn't think you were going over those.
It's a Durango, man.
No wonder you gotta change your wheels out so often. That was.
Suspicious here, caller at 203 extra.
We didn't hit the bottom of the car, though.
I don't know.
About an hour ago.
Maybe.
Yeah, 126.
Yeah, we're losing gas.
I was.
178, cop 291, hang up.
I wasn't expecting that. That's like an 8-inch slip.
Well, when I don't have a partner, it doesn't hit the bottom.
Oh, when you got Pat, probably it won't hit either.
You were debating whether I was going to go back.
I thought you were backing up.
No.
343 Baker Avenue, domestic.
This is a quality Durango.
It is.
Quality Durango.
So that he was at the corner with guns, wearing no shirt, red shorts, black male.
Well, fortunately, it was really just the right tires. The left tire were okay.
120 cop 6 fire.
The left ones have been on the track. You know, you gotta admit, if I was in a Tahoe, you wouldn't have worried about it, right?
No, not at all.
See, that's the
My pickup would have handled that no problem
I know,
too.
that's the thing. But you can't corner.
I can't take turns like you can.
So we are just east of the Saints Field, CHS Field, and down off a commercial street. Yeah, you never know what you're going to run into down here.
No.
By the way, if you're ever wondering how they get those transit cars to look so clean, when I say transit cars, the train.
Oh, there's a train wash right here.
This is the cleaning location. They bring them all in every night.
I've never been here.
Clean them up, inside, outside. They're gonna say, "What the heck are you guys doing here?" Right down here, east of Saints Field. See, there we are. We're right inside the garage. We heard you needed help. How's it going? Yeah, we thought you guys needed some help. You know, somebody said you guys were looking for some extra helpers. So, what do you want us to do? Wash the train, vacuum it out? You are right now. You are right now. So what happened? Who wants to come up? Someone come up here and tell us the story. What you do every night on these train cars? You clean them up, or how do you do it? Just talk. Go in that window, Harvey, over there, and just talk and tell us what you got going there, because it's fascinating how you get these things clean all night, right? What's happening?
Oh, well, trains go out in service every morning. First one goes at 4:18, and there's depending on what they want that day, triple consist. Each one of the, when they go outside, they go as a double or triple. We call that a consist.
Yeah.
So they might want a triple consist or a double consist. If there's an event, then there's extra trains that go out.
Yeah.
And then they do their service. Every operator does their 8 hours or maybe overtime. And at the end of the night, they start pulling in.
What do you do then here? How do you clean
This is
them?
the repair shop.
Repair?
We do inspections on it.
Okay.
We change the air filters on it.
Okay.
Change the gearbox oils. Measure the wheels. There are certain things that have to be adjusted every inspection.
Okay.
There's like, we call it safety inspections every 5,000 miles. There's A inspection, it's a 10,000. There's a 25,000 inspection. There's a 50,000 mile inspection.
Okay.
There's some inspection that goes through 150,000 miles. Each inspection has different things.
How many miles do these things get on them? Like, what's the old one got on it?
Well, most of these at this shop are almost the same age. They do about 200 miles a day.
200 miles a day. Okay.
Yeah, they're about 400,000 or 500,000 miles.
Okay.
Right now, yeah. 10 year service. A little over 10 years.
Yeah, if Uncle Sam gives us money.
What's the biggest problem that what's the biggest thing you need to repair? We were over talking to the Amtrak guy. He said they got brakes. They got 16 brake pads on those big Amtraks. That's the number one thing. What do you guys have to repair?
Vandalism.
Yeah, vandalism.
Broken windows.
Really?
Broken doors. Because when people hold the doors open, control units up.
Does the train stop when the doors are open then, or?
Yes.
Yeah, train isn't supposed to move when any door is open. There's a circuit in there. It's called door loop. Anytime you break that circuit, the train come to a complete stop.
Okay. Hey, how's it going, guys? How are you?
Yeah, that's your big fan.
Oh, you know Cammy.
Yeah.
Hammer Cammy.
Yeah, we're just getting the lowdown on what you guys do here at night. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Fascinating. This guy's got a cowboy hat on. He's the sheriff, the new sheriff in town.
Where's the horse?
Huh?
Where's the horse?
Where's that crowbar? Didn't you have a crowbar with you, or what is that? Oh, there you go. Yeah.
Switch crank.
Switch crank. Yeah. Well, we're always fascinated on what goes on here. So, but vandalism is the biggest thing, huh?
Yeah, there's some people burn. We have these panels.
Yep.
Up passenger seat, they burn through it. They have to keep replacing them. And there's a layer behind the glass. It's called Vandal Guard.
Yeah.
They scratch it every night anyway.
Why do they do that?
Ask the gang members. I don't know. You're asking the wrong guy.
Well, we appreciate you guys keeping these trains running.
Thanks.
You know, it's a fascinating thing having to put a product out every morning, isn't it? What's going on?
My sister's a big fan.
Hey,
Bob.
tell your sister we said hi.
Hear that, sissy says hi.
Hey, we're down here checking on the brother. Hey, step in front of the camera so she can see you. Tell your sister. There we go.
That's the
there
camera.
Yeah.
That's the camera. Well, I'll say this: you judge the workers. This is a clean shop. You guys keep a clean place around here, don't you?
Yeah, go over to Minneapolis and check that one out.
Is it bad?
It's not going to be as clean.
I don't even see any grease on the floor. Son of a gun.
Oh no, grease! You don't want grease. That floor gets very slippery when it's greasy.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm
you don't even want water on it.
Thank you.
Appreciate
God
it.
bless. Thank you. Thank you. Well, there's not much going on out here tonight. It's a slow night, so we thought we'd stop in here.
Yeah, come here more often.
Yeah, we should. We will. We will. Now, I got okay. So I get what you repair and what you fix. Okay, but what the people really want to know is, this is what the citizens want to know, okay? They really want to know. Does anybody clean the seats?
We clean and disinfect.
You do.
The dirty seats.
You do disinfect those
Replace
things.
the bad ones, the graffiti on them.
Well, forget the replacement, but somebody does. How do we disinfect them?
With simple green.
Simple green? Okay. So they're all the surfaces are actually.
Yep, and actually we're going through and disinfecting the whole train. We're putting a disinfectant bomb.
Yeah.
And we bomb the whole train.
You do bomb it. That's interesting.
That's good to know.
I mean, not all the time.
Well, people no, of course not. But people want to know that because they, it's like getting in an airplane. I fly once in a while, and how many is this seat been clean for the last 2 weeks?
The thing is, where you're the first one to get on that train
is clean.
Yeah. If it's been in service 3 hours, then
Well, I'm happy if it's cleaned once a day. You guys, at least you clean them once a day, right?
If you go on there, when they come in, especially if it's a triple consist, the middle car, that's a party.
Well, we all know about the middle car, right?
Yeah.
We got rid of the middle car now. So.
Yeah, in seriousness, though, you guys have to worry about that middle car because you might there are needles on those trains.
Yeah, all the time.
Needles and fentanyl that's laying around.
Yeah,
you got to be careful. Nobody wants to get stuck with somebody else's needle.
It happens every now and then.
I know. Well, because you're cleaning, you don't know, and all of a sudden, bam, there's a little leftover needle there. So, well, your boss will probably be mad at me that we distracted you from work.
Yeah,
Who's the boss?
He'll be all right.
Hey, where's your accent from?
Far, far away.
Well, where was it?
I won't say.
Old country.
The old country. He knows it.
All right, you guys. Thanks a lot.
All right, we appreciate it,
fellas. Have a good night.
You too.
Hopefully, I won't hit something. I only hit things when I back up.
Yeah, once you hit it, you'll hear it.
Yeah.
Take care.
God bless.
See you guys.
See ya. Nice group of people. Huh?
Yeah.
That was fun.
Boys, have a good night.
Yeah, thank you very much. Appreciate your hospitality. Hey, you think I can get over this way or not? Or can I get out then? Should I just keep backing? All right, thank you. Thanks.
Copy 171, squad to assist on a DOC, 1856 Grand Avenue. Plus, there was a tenant who was previously
Well, that was interesting
evicted,
for
was
me.
back
That
on
was
scene
interesting.
trying door handles, trying to get back into the building. What you said?
Explore Minnesota.
Thank you.
We're like the tourism guide of
Did
your mom go to sleep?
Probably.
Oh, it's nice that they knew we were live, huh?
Yeah.
They didn't recognize me because my hair's so long.
Well, it's.
I gotta get it cut.
No, you don't.
When I was a lifeguard at North St. Paul Beach, I was a lifeguard at Silver Lake. Well, I was a lifeguard at Silver Lake in the summertime. First when I went to Hamlin. I let my hair was long. Like yours. Well, not quite as mullet-like as yours. I let mine grow out on the sides too.
Yeah.
Yours is like hockey hair, kind of, right?
Yeah.
You think I'm going the right way?
Yeah, just keep going, and then we'll just hook a
Yeah.
right.
Like
and
over
we
here. Hook it backwards, right?
Yeah, hook it backwards, right?
171, 127, show your
Looks
guys
like
are
we're
arriving
clear.
on scene.
Yeah, you're
Caller
clear
called back,
behind us.
advises males now inside the
At
building.
least then we can see where we're headed.
Caller can see a light on in the basement.
You never know when you're going to meet some interesting folks, right?
No.
And they're the people.
I had no
behind
clue that was even there.
Keeping the trains clean.
The caller on scene. Negative, he's viewing this through camera.
Cancel 327.
Well, my designed the flood control projects for the 5-state area here. And he was one of the architects for the lock and dam system on the Mississippi River. That was one of their regular jobs, was designing and building that. But whenever there was floods, they would be responsible for the flood protection plan. And of course, some of the floods from the 60s were the biggest we've ever had. And I remember when I was a little boy, we went up to Fargo and Grand Forks to sandbag. But I don't know what year. The people from Fargo and Grand Forks would probably know, but massive flood. Have a good night. Thank you. They built several flood control. That was a Red River that they built flood control projects on, and of course this down here they designed some of that levee over at Harriet Island so the water didn't flood out the whole.
Has the water been this high in recent history? I don't really remember it being this high.
Well, it's been this high, but it's been this high usually in the spring. The flooding usually takes place with the snow melt. This is different because of all the rain.
Walking around in the lot, I believe they set off a car alarm.
Well, there we go. Let's go catch those guys. 1500 Concordia, which that's right in that area there where they always hang out.
Old National Bank. Four Jews around, believes they set off a car alarm. 3 black males, 1 black female, no further description.
Can you run this plate for me?
Absolutely.
This car plate looks familiar. I don't know why.
New message. New message. New message.
Clear.
One pending?
One pending, 215 6th Street.
What is it?
Group of people being aggressive.
Oh, well, we're right down there.
Long history of PIC calls.
Inside or out?
Group of people are being aggressive. Unknown weapons, unknown description. Callers being very vague with answers.
East or West 6th?
215 Old 6th Street.
Old 6th. Okay. Well, is it inside?
Don't say. Right at the Dorothy Day.
Okay. That's west then, yeah. Well, we'll drive by there. You know, when I was a little kid, the Golden Rule, Emporium, and Dayton's was here. Dayton's was Dayton's before Macy's, and obviously it's I don't know, it's gone now, right? But my mom grew up in Maplewood off of English and Burke on Atlantic Street. My mom used to want to go downtown to shop. Well, we only had one car. You know, my dad always bought cars. Back then, my dad always bought cars that were 10 years old.
Yep.
And nobody bought any new cars back then. He lived, obviously, a 3-bedroom Rambler in Maplewood, but didn't have a lot of money. But my mom had tokens for the bus. So we would take the bus. It was the 9 bus that would come down English. And, well, we just check this out, huh?
Yep, might as well.
7-8, can you break me in Millingren?
Does that person have a tinfoil hat on?
Yep. He sure does. How's it going?
Squad for Coast Guard or you, Team Squad 160.
We don't see any fighting.
Everybody doing all right? All right.
72.
We stay too long, we're gonna get mobbed for gift cards.
Yeah.
174.
We ain't got enough
I
to
didn't
go
see
around.
any signs of distress there.
179.
So, anyhow, my mom and I used to take the bus down here in the summertime. The 9 bus from English, pick it up at English and Burke, for those of you that remember the old 9 bus. And I would play with my dinosaurs while my mom shopped, you know, at the Golden Rule. But as I got older, she would let me do a little of my own shopping in some of the stores. And by the way, it wasn't that dangerous down here back then, in the 60s. Take the bus, you go do your shopping. But I remember when I was 15 years old,
171,
maybe 14, 13, I don't know.
492.
I was standing waiting for the bus because I was riding the bus myself then. And some guy came up to me and said, "You want to buy a nickel bag?" I didn't know what the hell a nickel bag was. But back then it was $5 worth of marijuana when it was first coming out. A nickel bag. $5 worth of marijuana. What do you think?
He was kind of boogieing, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Bebopping, as Pat Scott would say?
Yeah.
He's kind of bebopping.
But he's got a car that probably can get that gas pedal. What kind of car is that? Is that a Cadillac or something?
I don't know what the... Yeah, I think it is. Cadillac, you're right.
I never seen. It's like a crossover Cadillac.
Something. I don't know if I've ever seen one either.
Yeah, it's like a crossover Cadillac. You running it? Clear?
Trying to. I'm on 94, so takes a while.
Oh yeah, that's right. Things don't work too well.
24 Cadillac Lyric.
Lyric.
Lyriq. I've never even heard of one.
Well, I know I've never seen one.
Yeah, I haven't either.
It's got that little extra space in the back.
It's got some very distinct
I
taillights.
don't think I knew that, where you got the normal Cadillac lights running up and down, and suddenly you put that thing in there.
It's got a lot going on.
Got a lot going on. Too much, right? So are we in agreement?
It's not simple as...
Yeah.
Simple as...
Yeah, it's got to be consistent with Cadillac branding. Now.
Yeah, there's just... Maybe it's an electric car, and that's why it's got some... I don't know.
No, I
don't see an exhaust pipe.
I'm not exactly sure what's going on with that rear end of that car, but
it's a lot.
Somebody snuck into the Cadillac design room and put a '64 Chevy station wagon in there. Wood panels.
Yep.
Wood grain.
That's what we need more of.
Trying to call the cop. He's on the phone with one of my TCs right now. I can see him.
We're going to look for these kids trying to break in cars, folks.
So at Old National Bank is where the last were.
Copy 2 detained, code 4, and it sounds like
which way are they going?
It doesn't say.
ETA 10 minutes on Black Chevy Silverado.
It doesn't say.
Well, I can't be meeting cars in the Old National Bank lot.
And 171, do you still need K9 to respond?
Anybody hear you?
Sorry, go again.
Nope. We are the first ones.
Copy 613.
Running over there. There they
What
are.
do we got?
140.
How's it going, folks?
How you doing?
Good, how are you?
How you doing?
Good. Is this your car?
Huh?
Is this your car?
It's my older sister's car.
Okay, is she here?
Yeah, she's at home right now.
Okay, where's home?
In Columbia Heights.
Columbia Heights?
Yeah. You know, officer?
Well, how are you? What?
going on?
We got a call on you guys.
New message.
We're not supposed we can't be here right now.
No, it's private property. You're not supposed to be parking here. But what is going on?
Ohio.
Huh?
We're from Ohio.
Well,
we
yeah,
know my brother's from the Addy to his house.
they got smart people in Ohio.
Yeah.
Well, your brother saw an ad,
Nah, he's trying to send us his address.
an address of where to go.
Yeah.
Okay. Good. Columbus or whereabouts?
Columbus, right?
Columbus.
Ohio
Yeah.
plates.
Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum salam.
That's,
There's a lot of Somalis out here, huh?
Yeah, did you go to the tournament today or what?
Yeah, we did.
Did you?
Dude, they messed it up though.
Well, was you rooting for the other team?
Nah, we're not. It was the finals were Minnesota teams.
Oh, they were?
Ohio lost yesterday.
They did?
Yeah.
Well, it was fun. It was fun being there.
Yeah, it was fun.
Did you find the women of your dreams?
No, not yet.
Not yet? Why not?
Trying, man, trying.
How are things going in Ohio?
It's all good.
Is it?
I mean,
crime? Not bad?
Not where I live.
We live in the suburbs.
Yeah, that's good. That's good, you know.
We're good, Darren.
Yeah, it's all, you know. Ohio's not a bad place, right? We like it. So you're trying to get the Loke?
The address to his house, yeah.
Yeah. What's
We'll
he
get
say?
it, like, right, like, next
Well, give it to me. I can help you get there. Yeah. Otherwise, the neighbors said you guys were walking by other people's cars. Not true?
No. I was just right here. We were just right here. Yeah, we were just right
Okay.
here.
All
We were just
right.
right here.
Well, that's good.
We just minding our business.
Yeah. Well, that's good.
I'm about to get it right now. 2 seconds, bro.
Well, it's okay. I'm not rushing you out of here at all.
Thank you.
I'm not rushing you out of here. But we're just gonna hang here with you.
All right, we got it. See?
What is it?
Send me it.
What's the numbers? Minneapolis or St. Paul?
This is Minneapolis.
What's the street?
No. Oh no, it's. I think it's over here somewhere.
Well, just give me the address. I know this town.
Fairfield Inn.
Yeah, but that's not a street.
No, it's in Bloomington. Fairfield Inn, Bloomington.
Bloomington?
Yeah.
Is that where you're headed?
Yeah. Over on.
You guys hanging around? You guys hanging around for a while to enjoy beautiful Minnesota?
Yeah, we're here for a week.
Mall of America?
Basketball tournament too.
Oh, where's that at?
It should be in one of these gyms somewhere. They change it up every year.
Oh, there is a basketball
Yeah,
tournament?
All the states come over here.
They do.
Yeah.
Oh, good. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Every year, Somali week.
You know what Somali Week's about, don't you?
Yeah.
What's it about?
We're cautious.
No, but what's the history? What's the Somali history?
Somali week, so basically.
Parades over here.
Okay,
Yeah,
Independence Day, but when was Independence Day?
Like
July 1st.
July 1st.
What year?
1969, I think.
60. 1960.
Minneapolis does have...
Independence from
How's
who?
it going? Yeah, they're good. They're just hanging out.
Independence from who?
Thanks.
From Italians?
Italians and the British.
British.
Because the
Officer.
Somaliland was
Officer.
the British.
We're good, right?
Somaliland
Yeah.
too.
Yeah,
Somaliland
Somaliland was the
is
British.
We're good kids.
Somalia.
But
All right?
Somaliland?
You're not.
We're not
They're good, man.
We're not telling you.
That's why I
we're
sent
just
them.
teaching
I
you a little
sent them
history.
on their way.
We're just teaching you a little history about your country. You know,
Minneapolis does have the
1960.
largest population of Somalis, though.
You're right.
Yeah, so-
You're right. You're right.
How is it though? Like.
And I would actually say, not just Minneapolis, but Minnesota in general.
Yeah, Minnesota.
There's a lot of people like Burnsville. You know, a lot of Somalis down in Burnsville.
How long? Hold on.
Never
So,
been to Brownsville.
hold on, wait. I have a question. So you've been here your whole life?
I have.
So like, how was it like the Somali like did you see the Somali population grow over time?
I did.
So how was it?
Good.
You say it was good?
It's good. It's good. But
I feel like Somalis play like a huge part in this city. Like a huge
well, they
part.
are, especially more so in Minneapolis than here. But here's the trick. Okay.
Yeah.
You know, you heard the saying, your parents never unpack their suitcases. Have you heard that?
What does that mean? Like they never stay?
That means they really would rather go back.
Back home, right?
Where you going? Okay. Yeah. So here's my point: is that a lot of the older Somalis
No.
miss home. Okay. They haven't. You're the next generation, though. You're the next
My mom's
generation.
like,
Huh?
my mom was like 42.
Well,
She's like very young.
She's pretty young. Yeah, your
My
mom's pretty.
grandmas and everybody.
Your
Yeah.
mom's pretty young. But Somalis are doing good. I will say this: the girls are doing educationally. The girls are doing better than the boys.
Yeah,
It's always like that.
Right?
Always.
Well, why is that?
It's like, I
feel
feel like they're
girls are more
raised like
hardworking.
they're like raised. Like,
Are you guys doing okay in school?
Yeah, you go to Columbus State.
Actually.
Well, I mean, I got to be honest with you. I worked with the Somali community for 10 years straight. So I know a lot about the history. I know a lot about, I will tell you that one of the biggest problems is the girls have a hard time finding a husband that can produce to their You know what I'm saying? Provide and produce.
That's why they let the Muslim men get 4 wives so more women can get men.
Well, that could be the reason.
That is.
But in the old land, men didn't struggle as much to be a leader in their family. So here's what I'm saying. It's a challenge to you guys. Do good in school.
I'm a college student right now.
All right, where at?
Columbus State Community College.
Columbus, Ohio Technical
Good,
College.
good. You gotta go. You gotta stay in school. Do good in school, and whatever it takes.
Do you have a degree?
I do.
In what?
Hamlin University, political science and government.
Okay.
How much years is that?
4 years.
I actually did want to become a police officer. My mom was like, "Don't do that. It's not safe." My parents were like,
Yeah, well, your parents don't like. They don't trust police either.
There's a lot of Somali cops out here, though.
Yeah, there's a lot. I see. This is my first time ever seeing a Somali sheriff today.
Yeah,
today.
yeah. At the games.
Yeah,
yeah. He works with us. Yeah.
That's really surprised.
Yeah, he's good guys.
You really see that in Columbus.
Good guys. Well, your future is dependent on how you guys do in school. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
And
we don't see unmarked cars either.
Well, we got all unmarked. Here's the other thing about Somalis. They love to start their own business, right?
Yeah.
And sometimes that's great, but you don't always have to have your own business. Don't be afraid to go off and get a technical job like you do, right?
Yeah.
Because it's okay to work for government. I worked for government my whole life.
Yeah.
It's okay. It's not beneath anybody. I know a lot of people like the flexibility of having their own job.
It's all about you.
Well, it's just you find a job you love, right?
Yeah.
Then you won't feel like you're working. You got the address to the Fairfield Inn? All right, very good. Nice to talk to you guys.
You guys have a good night.
See you, fellas.
Thank you. Hope I'll look you up in Columbus.
For sure.
Stated 10 minutes
Have
ago.
a nice night.
You do.
Election Colorado.
I told you that right rear tire, right? What the hell? Well, look at this place. Look at how curved this street is. You can hit this curve right here.
Yeah, they come out of nowhere,
See, this nice kids, huh? Right?
Oh, yeah.
For the most part, you just gotta look you in the eye, talk to you straight.
She did come back. She was scaring herself.
I used to bank here.
Old National or this specific one?
Well, Old National, but I would come here once in a while.
I actually bank at Old National too.
Yeah?
Yeah, out of North St. Paul.
Yeah. I'm gonna have you run this one.
What kind?
Turn around.
There's a stolen coming east 94.
Good. Where's that?
Minneapolis West, Heavy Tech 1.
What's it on?
METAC 1.
METAC?
METAC 1.
Why are we on METAC?
I don't know.
I'll let you find it.
Okay. You just air updates during as you get them?
Yeah, they just exited on 55. Chicken post.
Thank you.
Oh, it didn't come in.
Exit at 55.
Southbound Hiawatha, passenger.
Question, what channel is it on? METAC?
You mind if I change this one?
No, whatever you gotta do.
Stadium number 6, right? State, sure, stop calling, so Street is Trooper 4. If you keep eyes on it, I'm coming from a ways out, but I'll try to get to a position. Alright, we got southbound Cedar right now at about 825th. Copy that. I know we got a couple of county units headed that direction, so we'll try to get down there quickly. Alright, yeah, southbound Cedar from 26th. And we'll just keep going until somebody can get there.
Brace for impact?
Brace for impact.
Alright.
20, yeah.
Do we know where it's still?
Cedar Avenue southbound through 28.
I like this ship. This is exciting.
Alright, gonna be westbound Lake Street from Cedar.
Beautiful.
4321, I got that other vehicle going eastbound. Wait a second.
There are two of them?
Must be.
Cedar Lake. Park go Denver, units on 10. Affirmative. Copy your South Cedar Lake from 10. Correct. Copy east westbound.
There's gotta be a reason they're on ME-TAC.
Eastbound.
Let's say
And then he just went, he's continuing eastbound, high rate of speed.
Well, is that
Landing Humboldt.
Well,
They'd like to chase it through. Alright, Trooper 4 is in the lake of Bloomington. We can break off of this one and assist you. Somebody's coming off Minneapolis.
Yeah, we're listening.
we should probably stay with the trooper one, huh?
Trooper, you got some kind of big county car straight your way. Okay, stay with it then for Lake and 14th. Still westbound. Carter, are you by yourself?
We're gonna help out Hennepin County.
10-4, you just went westbound 94. Copy, we're gonna clear it. Copy that. Alright, for the county cars, we're northbound 13th on the 2800 block. Here, did you get paid or anything? No, I'm just behind the sheriff.
We got a pit man.
Alright, northbound 13th or 28th.
I don't want to attack you.
Northbound 327th.
Must have been two stolen.
Must be.
13th and 26th corner and northbound 13th from 26th. Northbound 25th. Alright, 13th and 24th, we're going to be northbound 13th from 24th. And 1263 to Trooper. Looks like we do have one unit down there and a few more shortly behind. So if you just keep us updated. Understood. Northbound 13th Avenue South from 21st Street. Or we're at 13th and 21st right now.
It's gotta go east or west.
Yeah. That's the question.
1214 Super 8. I'm northbound 13 and 29th right now.
I'm guessing I should probably go.
Alright, we are currently
Portland.
eastbound 21st Street.
Okay.
Coming up to 14th. And still eastbound from 14th.
He's gonna have to eventually go. He's gonna have to go north or south eventually, either up to Franklin or back south.
Eastbound 21st, 15th.
I don't know.
21st in Bloomington.
Back from here.
Alright, it'll be at you in a block. We're going 3rd right now. Jeremy. What kind of vehicle is supposed to be looking for?
There we go.
Thank you.
I just went through 24th southbound. We'll look past you right now. Little SUV.
Little SUV clear right.
Alright, yeah, and that is the white Volvo there.
White Volvo?
Roger. Southbound Bloomington approaching 26.
Well, we're not far out of the game. A couple miles. We can help him stick him.
Alright, you made a right turn. He's westbound 26 from Bloomington.
Good. Better get those sticks out of the back seat, my friend.
Alright.
13th, westbound 26.
Don't hit anybody in the head. Yep.
Coming up to 11.
I gotta get my computer away from me.
He's coming in between the hospitals, 26 and Chicago. Still westbound 26 at Columbus.
Backseaters, we're at
1266 paralleling a block north.
We're at 24th there, people.
Alright, through Oakland, coming up to Portland.
That's us, right there.
Yep.
There he goes.
There he went.
There he goes.
Yep.
And he is moving.
Alright, westbound 26 over 35W.
We were just a little bit behind.
It's Volvo right there.
Squeeze those things together, we'll throw it out.
We are behind it, west on 26.
Approaching second.
There's Darren.
Picking up speed now, going through first, approaching Nicholas.
That might be a trooper.
Yeah, I know.
Yep.
Alright, westbound 26, high rate of speed. Pillsbury's next.
No. Tell Darren there's no lights.
No lights, Darren.
No lights. We're not, get the...
Grand, crossing area.
Yeah, those are my back lights.
Okay. Well, we don't need those.
Looks like you won.
Alright, now we're northbound Lindale from 26.
Yeah, we gotta get, let's tell him the goal
And
is
he's
to stick
dark out. In 113, it sounds like medics are going through with the patient.
Goal is stick.
Alright, still northbound Lindale through 22nd.
He's gonna turn around and come right back to us, though.
Through Franklin, northbound Lindale. Northbound Lindale over 94. Coming up to Groveland.
You got your camera kind of turned.
Oh, I must have bumped it. Sorry, folks.
Alright, 15. See if we go back to the freeway. We're going back to 94. Alright, on northbound or westbound 94.
Just go past Basilica.
318.
113, I have to take the highway 42 Street.
Are we northbound? Westbound?
Westbound 94.
I don't know, he said we're... I don't know what that means.
Alright, it's going to be on the ramp to 394 westbound.
Ramp. Let's look.
Clear right.
394 westbound, Cedar Lake. If anybody's at Penn, we can get sticks with Penn. Done, Woody?
You guys got any updates?
He was flying, Kyle. We don't have sight. We're just listening.
Should we just follow him?
Alright,
Trying to get sticks if
westbound
we can.
394.
Did you say westbound 394?
Yep.
Okay. Sounds a little
Right,
weird.
Taco 6226, I'll try for stick 384 169.
Copy that. We are 394 westbound, passing the exit to Penn, committed to 394 westbound.
It's never...
511. Right now.
No.
Yeah,
390, past Penn, 100 of next into the main lane.
Is that one of our cars?
That's a copy. Yeah, I think that might be Tank.
What's he drive?
Explorer.
Oh, that's
628, I got sticks. If you commit 169 to 394.
Here for whatever you want, 250 at the avenue.
They don't want to get too tight to him until we...
Alright, we take the 169. We'll keep track from here. We're still westbound. Have some friends.
Sterling, there's a 53-year-old male that's not breathing.
Just a little bit faster than traffic. Moving to the center lane and now in the left lane.
Turn it up just a little bit.
I'll get you the speed here if I can.
I got you darked out. Signal on?
What's that? Not us, right?
I'm behind it, Jeff.
Someone's got the lights on out there.
Alright, westbound from 100. High rate speed.
We're not the lead in this operation, and we might
23 on copy. 11, is this you on my, like... I'll call it. We are westbound 394 coming from Louis. Dark out. We have 11 primary. But of course behind me signaling to go Louis.
I thought the strategy was to let the helicopter.
Yep.
Alright, Trooper 4, we're still overhead. Yeah, we got him exiting to Louisiana.
Trooper going solid to the track.
Roger, southbound Louisiana, just turned back. He's going to be eastbound back on the freeway.
Of course. Did I say that?
Yep. Dark out. See him?
Yeah. Well, what they should...
3524s with 3523 and 3500.
I don't get it. They all should know the...
I think the trooper's probably going to tell
Alright,
him.
if anybody's back at 100, we got an opportunity for sticks there, otherwise at 10.
I'll look.
Clear right.
Well, I don't know. Everybody's kind of giving themselves away.
Yeah.
Still eastbound under Park Place.
Clear right.
Tell our guys we're not going to pursue until it's stuck.
Per sheriff, we're not pursuing until it's stuck.
800, 100.
Eastbound. That's just everything I could stick.
Yep, good sticks. Good sticks.
Copy, gonna get the sticks.
Yeah,
still eastbound.
Dark out.
Sticks are in the lane.
Sticks are in the lane at 100.
1263, I'll try to get to Penn. Alright, eastbound under Theo.
Asked him where the sticks are.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't catch where they were.
He said
Was it at one?
Is that 100 here?
Yeah.
But I just don't know.
I don't see tire debris yet. We're eastbound from 10. Let's not push them into downtown if we can help it. Eastbound 394. Next exit will be down Woody.
Well, you think the sticks are all out of the freeway?
I'm guessing.
3511, I'm the lead car and I lost sight.
Well.
Alright, we're over Dunwoody right now. Trooper 4 still got him. Tires are coming apart at Dunwoody.
Nice.
Eastbound 394 had a tire come off at Dunwoody. Still eastbound. Alright, looks like we're going into downtown. We'll let you know where he lands.
Not good. Not good. Hopefully.
Alright, under 394 on the ramps to northbound 94. Losing tires. Northbound 94 over Glenwood. Trooper, can you clarify, did they hit 94 before we made it to downtown? Yes, sir. Northbound 94 from 55. Northbound from 55. Under 7th and the right lane.
Westbound, but it's the direction.
Yeah.
Are you, all of you guys out of it? 1263, I'm on northbound 94. I'll keep my lights off, so hopefully they ditch it somewhere here. Yeah, northbound from Plymouth, tires are coming apart.
That's good.
Alright, looks like we're going to be exiting to Broadway.
We're westbound 94.
Does he not have any tech or what?
We're not going.
Stand by.
Yeah, we might have slid into the... Alright, northbound from 18th. Northbound Washington approaching Broadway. Right turn, eastbound Broadway. Broadway and
I didn't miss it, did I? No.
I'm going to move these.
Yeah.
Northbound 2nd Street. He's pulling into the address. It's going to be 200 West Broadway. Driver and 123 got out of the vehicle. They're running northbound on North 2nd Street. 1263, I should be there in a second. Second 21st behind 2027 2nd Street. They're now on 21st running westbound from 2nd Street. Northbound in the alley between 2nd and Washington. Three of them are together yet. Northbound in that alley.
Get a little air in my tires.
Yep.
Coming up to 22nd.
Nobody's there because they all got the wrong way on
One squad behind them. We're now westbound 22nd Avenue North.
and then it's left.
214 22nd Avenue North.
Take right and then a left.
You sure it's right?
Yep.
Okay. Got it.
Well,
when you
this
say
right, yeah. Take this bend and then it's a left.
One of them just threw something.
Yeah.
We'll recover it
Yep,
a
go that way.
little later.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Yeah, you was grabbing at his waistband. Let's get a perimeter set up.
We did have the green light, but we'll let that go for now.
All right, last scene in between the building, in between 2209 2nd Street North. There's two sheds there. They're in between them right now.
To 2nd Street.
209 2nd Street.
Yeah.
We got the object that he threw marked.
Let's go up here.
Copy that. If I could get someone to
Well,
be
that's
right
right
away,
here.
I'll deploy.
Yeah, I know, but he's running north. So let's go block north.
All right, they're in between the buildings, so it's 2209 2nd Street
and 2201 2nd Street. There's a tall, bull shed looking building and then a building with a flat roof. They're in between those buildings. I'm just past where they were. If we can get on the four corners, 23rd, 2nd, 22nd, and 2nd, and then halfway up the block.
Which building?
I got 22nd and West
Ask them
River.
if it's east or west side of 2nd Street.
Okay. They're still in between. They have not come out from in between the two buildings here. So they're 2208 Washington.
2208 Washington.
Well, that's this way. That's this way.
So if we get a squad at 23rd and 2nd, squad at 22nd and 2nd, and then on Washington as well. They're in that block.
Which one's Washington there?
2208 Washington is
Get
towards
somebody to
south.
my position.
Or try left
Last,
this way?
maybe a couple.
Yeah, we're good.
Yeah,
Yeah,
a few of them
it's
looked
on
like
the
they were
west
grabbing
side.
their waistband as they were running.
Well, the question is Washington here? Or here?
1263's position.
Washington is.
Let's make sure we have the north side covered.
So I'm just going to go back to
Trooper,
where
if
we
you
were.
could advise if we got it locked down.
1266, I'm to the north. Alright, we need squads on 23rd Avenue between Washington and 2nd. I got them in between the building, in between the two buildings. So there's a tall pole shed looking building, and there's a building with a flat roof on the southeast corner of
Just
Washington is the one.
northwest
Washington's the
corner,
one
22nd
behind
and
us.
2nd.
Okay.
Minneapolis 952, I just had one run onto the highway going westbound on 23rd Ave.
Yep.
Yeah, it looks like he's going down the ramp right now. And then we got two more in between those buildings.
Stay here, huh?
3-3, down to the ramp.
Just stay
G9
here.
South. If you could guide us in.
We're going to see them. There's two more right here.
Alright, straight to your east in between those buildings.
I'm gonna get out.
You went too far north,
Hold on,
back
hold
up,
on,
go in
dogs out,
between
dogs
those
out.
two buildings. It's a narrow little alley.
Dogs out behind, right in the alley there. You're going to see them. They're going to run.
Trooper, are they east or west of these railroad tracks?
That's a very good question.
Where you guys at? West of the railroad.
West. They gotta be right here.
Yeah.
The last place I saw him was in between those two buildings.
Coming right out this gate here. You got that alley there?
Yep, I got the alley.
It's got to be right here.
1205. There's a gate here locked. We can't get onto the other side. Somebody can go to the opposite side.
I'm going to peek.
$1266 to the trooper. Are they between 2nd and the tracks, or are they west of 2nd?
West of 2nd.
Gabby, I'll get my dog out on the north side, see if we can find a way in.
Alright. There's a squad right in front of 2201 2nd Street North, looking down that alley.
4316. GOA with east.
1248.
You want to watch that?
Yep.
And did somebody grab the guy that was on the ramp?
Assuming so, right?
No, do you have eyes on him still?
No, they're hunkered down in between those two buildings was the last place I saw them.
That's right where the dog is.
You taking yours
Wait,
in
do you
there?
have the guy on the ramp still?
You want to back up?
Yeah, I'll go with him.
I'll send one with you.
There's 3 squads out with that, out on the ramp. I didn't know if they grabbed him or not. I was watching him between the buildings. It looked like they had him. Negative, we're on the ramp. You do not have anyone in custody. Okay. I got your guys just south of Washington. Or, negative, disregard.
$1266 to trooper. Second dog is out on 23rd, west of 2nd. Are you able to guide us in from this location?
Yeah, the closest address was the last place I saw him would have been 2209 2nd Street
in between 2209 and 2201, tucked in that tight spot between those buildings. And if they're not there, we'll start searching the area.
Okay, we'll see if we can get down to those.
I don't know, hey, that other K9 unit was down here already, though. They walked down there?
1263. We're on the east side. Dog's showing a ton of interest.
He's
we
on
need somebody with a bolt cutter on that west side to cut the lock.
I'd check this one still, you guys. I think they could have ran into here.
Boy, do you have a visual of this Broadway ramp westbound?
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now. I'll see if I can't figure out where that guy went.
66 to 63. I'll put the dog away. I'll bring you a bolt cutter. Copy that.
Odie.
We got bolt cutters.
Bolt cutters? Yeah, you want to take it down there?
Yeah.
I'm not sure where they're at.
I think they're right over here.
Yeah, they said they were on the east side. No, down the street and then over the left.
1263. Do you think we can get it with a hoolie, or do you need bolt cutters?
It's easy left area. I'm walking over with bolt cutters now. Let's keep people on both the west and the east. I'm going to go back to the west. Trooper, if you could get over top, just to kind of check that, to see if you still see him in there.
Yeah, when we get a good angle on it, we'll look here.
We own a parking lot on Cowboy Jackson, Tucker, Lincoln, Boyd, Paul, and 438, all guys on medic.
So they bailed. Unfortunately,
yeah, it looks like we got one laying down in between the buildings. There's a good heat signature right in between exactly at basically the peak of the roof of the taller building, straight down from there.
The dog wants back there, so nobody enter until I get up there. I'll be able to take that thing.
So we are here between 22nd and 23rd off of North 2nd in Minneapolis, where they dumped the car and ran in between these buildings. You might see one flee right out of that opening there. I wouldn't be shocked if they did. They're cutting the bolt there right now. Sending the dog in. Helicopter does see one of them laying down. Alright, they're giving him orders. Can hear him a distance away, but cutting another lock. Sounds like.
Well, I was in back to you right on this side. I'm in some plate. November Romeo Victor 138. Last signal, so southbound 11 towards 94. Coming back as a stolen, I believe.
Okay, copy. Looks like it's stolen out of Minneapolis on a black Toyota Camry.
I'll check here. I don't see it delayed anymore.
Copy that. I'll look for here. you a call.
You chase them when they run out of there, and I'll relieve you.
Oh, Bob.
How are you?
Hey, Bill Purdy. Nice to meet you,
Yeah, nice to see you. My pleasure. My pleasure. Pardon me? Yeah.
And Trooper, you still got good source back there?
There's nothing going on, so.
Yeah, one for sure in there that we saw. We just came over and had a good angle on it.
Yeah, they got plenty of guys in there. Should I hold that corner, you think?
I think so, because the trooper in this car's not there any longer, right? Yeah, I'd hold your corner in case he pops out.
The east and west sides that are locked in, how far down is he? So if you can see the taller building, he's basically right in the middle. So if you can see the taller building almost straight down from the peak of that taller roof on that shed. You got contact with one.
So in case you missed this is a stolen that troopers were following, then Hennepin County, and then the trooper got up in the air on them, and bottom line, he went out to 394 in Louisiana, turned around and came back.
Send you back that call at 700 Selby. Sounds like medics are requesting PD to start for a PIC patient. We were previously due from earlier. 201. In custody for DWA. K9 is taken to in custody.
Sounds like they got two in custody. They're bedding down there. I don't know what happened to the one that went down the ramp.
Hey, has anybody looked under the 26th Avenue North Bridge?
For the last one?
Sounds like they're code for, but they're requesting PD for, I'm not sure why. Yeah, when we drove past, check and see anything in there. 8195 Tango. Okay. Did anybody see if that guy got back up onto Washington? Tango's got you, thank you. .1263 to Trooper. I'm moving over towards you. I can check over there. Somebody gives me a visual of the last place I saw him.
Sounds like they got two. They think the third one might be hiding off on a freeway.
Yeah, if anybody had eyes on the guy on the ramp, if they didn't see if he got off to back up onto Washington or not, then help us out. The only thing I can think of is he in the bushes on either side of 26. We're checking right now with the hand thermal. Most of them on the ramp. The lost sight. Okay. And I'm coming over there with the K9 too. Just coming down the ramp right now.
All right, let's go find the third one.
Roger. And we had two in between the buildings.
I know, good work.
Hey, firm.
Good work.
My understanding was you had a location on the possible firearm. Yeah, let me swing back to that real quick. So it'd be on the west side of that taller shed.
Well, we ought to give a report to the back seaters what happened down there.
That's where it landed.
It's kind of interesting.
I can direct you into my mind here.
In between that building right there, there's a big metal fence.
Yeah.
1263.
And we use bolt cutters to cut it open.
Good.
The dummies almost got bit. They should have.
Okay.
K9 went in. The very last second, there's like 3-foot-high bushes there.
In the parking lot at 22nd and Wash. So if we go through the yard to the...
So they're all bedded down?
Bedded down, you couldn't see them.
Anybody you recognized or not?
No.
Okay.
22nd Avenue North.
So...
all of a sudden, the heads and the hands popped out of the grass when we heard the dog come.
Good, that's good.
Flashlights, there's that yard with the dumpsters. It looks like there's a lift, some other stuff in there. Should be right in there. So basically,
the trooper thinks they might be hiding under this bridge
over
here.
that fence that you're looking at.
The third one.
Yeah, I'm gonna get out right here?
Not yet. I'm gonna go down the freeway. But your
yeah, there's a
seatbelt's pink.
Oh,
right
sorry.
there. 22 is the address.
I don't know if it's possible.
I feel like I can
We gotta go. We gotta go back to the
there's nothing land in the
freeway.
driveway.
Right.
It's closed.
You see anybody down there?
Let me get out.
Just take a peek though. We're gonna.
Yep. I just want to take a look.
That's where my light is right there.
1585, you can show me around kind of all for text.
1253, third for dog light.
It's thick. He could definitely be in there.
You start medics for a dog bite.
What? They did?
Started medics for. Did anybody get bit there, or is this the one down here?
This. I don't think either of the two I was with got bit.
Okay. Well, you saw the only two. There was only 3 total. So let me let you.
1248. Send the paramedics to the 94 ramp from Washington going
We must
down.
have got him.
We'll be halfway down the ramp. That's where we'll need them.
Yep. Third guy got bit. Must be right over here.
Yeah. Well, that's good.
All right, so is that our third guy that just got got?
Third guy got.
Super. Perfect. Outstanding. Nice work, flight.
Beautiful.
All of them are in custody.
Yeah, we like it when we get them all.
So the kid ran out here and ran down this ramp and was hiding. And after they caught the first two, the K9 went down here and caught the last one.
All right, so basically between the cops and the dog is where we saw that article land, so it might have bounced into the weeds or somewhere around there.
Suspicious 20 exchange at the Central Tower.
We got it.
Black Kia.
Good work.
By 2.
Nice work.
What was it?
You all right?
Good work.
Good work. Thank you.
You and a gun? I didn't copy. Did you say it was a gun? Appears to be a toy gun, but yeah. Perfect.
Well, there we are.
Gun.
Good job.
All right, thank you.
Hard to tell if we recognize him. Anyhow, right here on the ramp is where he's hiding in the weeds.
Yep.
It'll be our call if you're able to come over here and do the photograph where we grab them.
This one did get bit though.
Sounds like it.
Where you're at exactly?
Yeah. Ooh, that didn't sound so
We're
good.
on the opposite side of the alley where we went through the fence. We got the first two guys there. We're literally across from that.
Yeah, good teamwork, huh?
It was.
Troopers, Hennepin, Minneapolis. Random
All right,
assortment.
Trooper 4 will be clear.
Oh, what do we got here?
Excellent work, sir.
Random assortment of miscellaneous departments from surrounding
Hey, we
areas.
appreciate you. Thanks for sticking with it. Good work, everybody.
Oh, yeah, slow night in the sleepy county.
You mean that Common Park water call?
Yeah.
Have that trailer.
Well, the key to that one, folks, honestly, was the sticks.
Yep. They would have kept driving like that until they
And
killed somebody or themselves.
And they would have ended up in North Minneapolis ditching a thing somewhere that they could run into a house.
They'd be stealing another one tomorrow.
The sticks save the day. Sticks save the day.
Ellie Tech 1 is now Clear 238. 238.
Well, good work, Cody. Way to be there at the critical time.
Well, I couldn't have been there without your precision driving.
I didn't drive very fast. I didn't drive very fast because you know what? They're always looping and changing.
Yep.
You see that everybody else went into downtown.
Yep.
So we were like the second or third car up there. But you gotta give yourself a little extra time to figure out where the hell they're going. So I think we'll go back to the other side of the river. What do you think?
I think, you know,
unless something happens. What happened to the rest of our dudes? Did they end up getting off?
I don't know. Let me grab my laptop here and look. Oh. Yeah, Tang and Darren are still. Looks like they might be eastbound 94.
Okay. 2160. That comes up not on file.
But I'm on. This is 94, so I might be lagging. I just have to see. We heading back.
Yeah, but this. That's way.
I don't think.
That's
I think it's my computer's lagging.
No, that's 394 there.
We are headed back east, fellas. Nice work.
Yeah, the tow's still not here, so we'll be hanging out on the west side of Minneapolis.
Alright. Sounds good.
Copy that.
Tell him I said look sharp.
Sheriff says it looks sharp. So they must, you know, someone's got to do it. Someone's got to man up and go sit on the tow.
Yeah. Ideally, we would have got to Portland 20 seconds earlier and stuck it right at Portland at 26, right?
That would have been a perfect spot too, because there's no cars behind it. Nobody.
He didn't know he was being pursued at that point. Just so you know, backseaters, the state patrol policy is the helicopter will follow, but they don't want lights and siren to pursue the car. You can do it once just to get a flea on the books, but they're not interested in just observing high-speed chases. They're there to help actually find the guy when he doesn't think he's being pursued. So it's a little surprising to us when several cars lit their lights up out there in the west suburbs. Which after he gets stuck, that's a different thing. Now it's game on. But the trooper was pretty tolerant with it.
Yeah. He was, I don't know if he's the night guy. He's always on at night.
Yeah.
Guy. He does a phenomenal job.
Yeah.
Every single time that guy is on the smart. I don't know if somebody hit a pepper ball or something back there, but I've just been caught. Like I got some sort of exposure, like pepper spray or something. I keep coughing.
Well,
I asked the one Minneapolis guy, I said, hey, did somebody deploy pepper ball? He goes, no, it's just Minneapolis air.
Well, I mean, a lot of strange things can happen.
Yep.
I don't smell any or feel any, so I don't think it's.
And I goes back at the gate there. I had all of a sudden, I breathed something in and just, you know, been exposed enough to know somebody sprayed something.
Yeah.
there.
before they cut the lock, they
Must have just
throwing some pepper ball
Yeah.
over there to try to get
That's
him to come
probably what
out.
I'm thinking.
But didn't report it.
I don't know. Yeah, I didn't see it.
Yeah, good work. Good work.
127, I copy took the domestic weather suspect for 3 Snelling for number 3.
I had the boring perimeter job. How'd I do in my boring perimeter
That was,
job?
you know what? You're in the right spot. Because if they would have kept running, they would have went right out to where we were at.
Well, one did. I don't know which way he popped off.
He must, yeah, he ran west.
Well, what time is it?
2:45.
East Coast?
Central Standard.
Pacific?
What would that be? 1:45 or
Perfect.
12:45? 1:45.
Okay, for you out in California there, it's only 1:45. We're working California time.
Yeah.
I'm taking a little detour here. You're not going to understand why.
Okay.
But you know, you'll be accepting of.
327, I copy took the alarm. 144, Minnehaha, the holiday. We're covering the interior motion at 2 o'clock.
It means a lot to me that you looked up Popeye saying, "That's all I can stand, so you can stand." I like when somebody can relate to that phraseology that I might come up with. So, just so you know, Popeye was always trying to court Olive Oil. That's his girlfriend's name.
Really?
Yeah, Olive Oil.
That's your copy.
Also courting Olive Oil was Popeye's arch nemesis, Brutus.
Brutus.
But it was friendly competition for the woman.
What year was this pop? Or
Well, you should look it up. When did Popeye get created? I mean, it was like a cartoon and the spirit of Mickey Mouse, but it was animated and, you know.
Clear report.
Some reason
what year do you think?
62?
76?
No. Well, that might be. Popeye might have been popular in 76.
Oh, alright, yeah.
But
1929.
Popeye was created in 1929?
113.
Well, I don't think
Featured in a Daily King features comic strip.
Oh, comic strip. But I wonder when the cartoon went on TV.
Yeah, but then I'll advise just send a squad to let you guys in.
2025.
It had to be like right after World War II.
1933.
Okay.
Series Popeye the Sailor theatrical cartoon shorts from Paramount Pictures.
Okay, 1933. Alright, well that makes sense.
Happy 20.
Popeye the Sailor. I didn't get to enjoy it until television was created.
Yeah, I never watched Popeye.
Well, I don't think it even existed when you watch. You know, the shows you watch, guys like you, I know exactly what you watch.
What was I watching?
Little Bear Comes Home.
No, I don't know what that is.
Little Bear?
No. I like Scooby-Doo a lot when I was little.
Bluey?
Bluey. I don't know what that is.
That's a new cartoon. My grandkids watch it all the time.
Dukes of Hazzard. That was.
Oh yeah, but you gotta watch. You gotta go back to your childhood. What was your mom putting in front of you when you were eating chicken soup, chicken noodle soup?
Yeah.
Captain Kangaroo?
No.
Romperoo?
No.
Romper, Stomper, Bomper, Boo?
You know, when I was young, I remember like the first big cartoon. Me and all my friends was like Pokemon.
Pokemon.
Yeah. Like
Gotta catch 'em all.
Pokemon. I'd say that was like what 90. What year was that? 98 maybe.
That's good. Gotta catch 'em all. You're a Pokemon kid.
Yeah, I'd say that was.
That explains a lot.
What?
Explains a lot. Gotta catch 'em all. What was your favorite Pokemon?
Oh, jeepers. I don't know.
What was your first movie you remember seeing?
First movie? Probably like, I know my favorite movie as a kid was The Sandlot.
Okay, it's a good one.
I used to watch that.
Remember the dog's name?
All the time. Dog's name.
I don't remember either.
I don't either. I know exactly what he looks like and all that drool coming out of his mouth.
Yeah.
I don't remember the dog's name.
The Jones guy played the old man there. What was his name? Jones. He was the Darth Vader voice too. What the hell is his name? Yeah, Sandlot was good.
What other movies? I think I had all like the Disney movies on VHS.
Oh, that's good. You're good. You're a Disney kid.
So I had like
it's good character building.
The Fox and the Hound was probably. I remember I used to watch that all.
Yeah. A lot of people love that.
I don't know. What else did I watch?
And 120. Check the area of suspicious or at Sherburne. There's a female crime.
So those two kids, they didn't look like any of our kids, huh?
No, the one had a mask on, so they didn't.
Okay.
And then we got another caller saying one male.
The first kid, I didn't.
Three people with no shirt on, and then it sounded like they were chasing someone.
Like all the channels are tied together. It's almost like they think there's no calls out here.
It's like they think they can.
Aren't they listening to Minneapolis? We're on Highway 36, folks, by the way, at Hamlin, just north of Roseville Target, south of Rosedale.
Were you on this one right here where the guys came out of the bushes?
Oh yeah, remember that?
Yeah. I couldn't see them.
Yeah.
But there was just a heat signature there. Remember the pilot's like, just yell in there like you can see somebody.
Yeah.
So I had no clue what was in there. I just hollered, hey, I can see you. Come on out. All of a sudden, two guys came out. It's like, oh, there is two guys here.
That was a good one. Now, were you in Canada patrol?
No, I was on patrol.
That's what I thought.
So I would have been like the little Canada car.
Yeah. Jeez, we got a lot of guys in the last 3 or 4 years.
Yep.
Holy man.
Pretty much anywhere you can drive, it's like, oh yeah.
Yeah, you notice that, right?
If you an intersection or a house you drive by, you're like, oh, something clicks in your head.
You try not to drive on Little Canada Road in Edgerton.
Every time I do drive by there, I think about that. That car was still, a couple months ago, I was out at the patrol garage. And that Tahoe was still out back.
Wasn't fixed?
No, I think they just take like parts, like the headlights were missing.
Okay.
I think they've just been taking parts off of it as they've needed. That was
What is tomorrow, Wednesday?
We said we were gonna, so we had to.
417 Broadway. Looks like a transformer is working, smoking. Can you start fire over here?
417 Broadway. St. Paul. I did not want to hit a pair of stop sticks out there.
Nope, I didn't either.
That's just
That
too
would have made
miserable.
for a long night.
No, it is long ways from home.
Oh, you getting a burger?
I thought we should check it out. I thought we should check it out. 24-hour McDonald's. Actually, I'm not sure if they are 24 hours, but I know they're open till 3.
I know it used to be.
What time is it?
1:45.
Is it still a quarter?
2:54.
Okay, we got 6 minutes. Jeez. Used to be, but then I thought maybe they just closed at 3 on weekdays.
There's cars here.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's 6 minutes.
There's
too.
employees here.
There's employees here, yeah. What are we going to get?
I'm alright. I don't need anything.
Yeah, that's the thing that's really rude.
Oh, no, I can't eat the slate.
Why not? What, did you turn into something or what?
No, I'm
not really that hungry either, but the point is...
Pouring out some type of liquid as well on the ground here.
Now, what am I going to get now that you're not eating?
I don't know. Do whatever you want.
What? Can you put a investigative pending for us? Same location. Just had.
It's getting really close to 3.
Come back slow. We'll take it over.
No, I would just like 1 quarter pounder with cheese and onion. 1 quarter pounder with cheese and onion. And that's it.
The sandwich or the meal?
Just the sandwich.
120 cancel. No one's here.
Thank you. Because I'm doing a really good job of not eating French fries.
Really?
Yeah. I'm doing a really good job of not eating French fries. I'm just eating quality.
I'm sorry, what phone is that?
How are you?
627.
There you go. Thank you. Thank you. You too.
I was calling 120 cancel.
Apparently, Popeye's arch enemy was Bluto.
Bluto
Not
instead of Brutus?
Yeah.
Well, you know, it's 40 years or 50 years ago. Bluto.
Yeah.
Bluto? Bluto or Pluto?
Bluto. The bee.
Well, I'm glad you're paying attention.
You know, I keep up on this stuff.
Olive oil was right though, right?
I haven't seen any. Must be, because no one's corrected it.
Spinach. The thing about the thing that bothered me the most about the cartoons is the good guy never really won. I mean, in a way he won everything, but he never really got rid of the competition. The competition was always back the next show.
Yeah.
You know?
Some guys need that.
Yeah, I know. And maybe that might be right. And in the spirit of that, did you know that television back in the 70s, there were like half-hour shows instead of hour?
Really?
Yeah.
Like every show?
Almost every one was a half hour. And here's the kicker. Some of the shows back then were on every night. Not a lot of them, but a couple of them were on every night. Well, like soap operas were. Soap operas are every friggin' day, right?
Yep.
It's a new soap opera every day. Well, there were some shows like that were every night. And the reason I'm even thinking about that is maybe Live on Patrol has to be every day.
Every day?
Well, yeah.
I think the only problem with that, is it takes away from some of the... Then it ain't as special.
Thank you. Well, that's one way to look at things. Hurtful, but,
Well, just... You got to give the folks something to look forward to.
I didn't say anything about pickle or lettuce, did I?
There's pickles and lettuce in there?
Just a little bit. a second.
When did you do a copy of the
Well,
update?
what I'm thinking is you could go like just short 1 hour ones every day, and then the longer ones on Friday.
Yeah, 1 hour though.
Like he is waiting outside the
Not
office
enough.
to confirm his location.
You're just getting going. You're just getting in the swing of things after an hour. You know.
Yeah, I agree. Pretty much, I agree. All right, forget I said anything. We don't have to do what they did in 1930. You know what? They actually gave me napkins.
Yeah.
Did I get on my tie?
Nope. Mid.
I'm dialed. Because I have a 19-year-old son, I have all these terms.
Yeah. Dialed.
Joe finally showed up now.
One pending.
PFO 428.
Are you gonna need a ride from 1411 or anything?
What happened?
Actually, I'm lucky there is actually a spare underneath my back here.
Did he lose a tire?
Oh, is that why he's
waiting for his own tow?
Oh,
Jesus!
Want me to ask him?
Yeah.
Darren, we thought you were sitting on the tow for the stolen. Did you get stuck?
Yes, sir. And of course, you're ever through the thing. Never stop by and said a car or anything like that. And I got stuck.
Well, dang. Sorry about that. We could have picked you up or something if we knew that.
It's all good. Signal is right behind me, so he's been out here with me the entire time.
No. Somebody did get stuck.
Yeah. Darren. I thought he was sitting on the tow truck for the stolen.
Right until he said 1411.
Did he?
That's the address of our impound lot.
Oh, right before the long weekend, too. He's going to have to get a loaner.
I got a bunch of spares downtown.
Oh, yeah, that's probably true.
You can have a whole new set if you want one. But that has happened to me, folks. Courtesy of the Maplewood Police Department. Nothing more frustrating.
Well, how was it? You didn't pick off your pickles or lettuce?
No. Not like that.
I can't eat pickles. Oh, I hate pickles. I'd have to pick them off.
Well, we're on Rice Street southbound from the only McDonald's open in the East Metro.
So yeah, my computer definitely wasn't lagging. That's just where he wanted.
That's where they were on 394.
Yeah, that's where
funny.
That's where he.
That is funny.
Yeah, right after 100.
See, it's not always an advantage to be the lead car.
No, that's. That's the truth.
Well, Odie, it's been a pleasure.
Oh yeah.
So if you're wondering, folks, we are going to have a detail out on July 4th to target kids that are shooting fireworks at each other. And of course, you know that happened in Minneapolis, in Boone Park, Dinkytown, downtown Minneapolis, Stoneheart Bridge, Washington, and over there in Lake Calhoun. So we want to make sure that doesn't happen in our county. And if it gets dangerous enough and bad enough and Minneapolis needs our help, we'll definitely assist them. Well, most of this typically every year, this starts right after the fireworks are over. Usually about 10:15. So we'll be live for a portion of the 4th of July. Not sure if before the fireworks, but for a portion after. Odie will be out of town celebrating with some family friends.
Yep.
Some other CAT team members will be working. Sleep before the birds start chirping. And my wife left the windows open. She was airing the house out the other day in our bedroom. And I don't know what the heck, but 4:30 in the morning, chirp, 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 chirp.
I know.
Man, oh man, oh man, it's hard to sleep when those birds are chirping.
Yep. I don't live on a busy street, but there's enough cars that go by.
Is there?
So I can't,
Can't have your window open.
I can't.
Other investigations have been pending. You can just clear it. Advise, no BWC. There's two.
Yeah, the traffic doesn't keep me up.
One was stolen and one's currently on it.
Well, Rocco barks at every
Thank you.
strange thing that comes by the street. He doesn't bark at the garbage man anymore, though.
No?
I said to my wife, I said, well, how come he barks at the people walking down the street, but he doesn't bark at the garbage man? Today was garbage day. He says, well, he knows the garbage man. He's used to seeing the garbage man. He's not used to seeing the people. Because every time they're wearing something different, you know?
Yep.
Well.
What kind of dog is he?
He's a Burmese mountain dog.
Oh, those are big, ain't they?
He's not huge. He's 45 pounds, but he's a beautiful dog. Doesn't shed. Very friendly.
I should get a dog.
He's about the best dog ever. But I will say this: we have a house that, you know, well, the window kind of runs down to the floor.
Okay.
So he can lay right in the living room and look right out the window.
You got nose prints all over the window?
No, he's not that close. But the thing is, if in our old house, the window ran down to about 2 feet. You know, like for furniture level.
Yep.
And he couldn't see anything when he's laying down.
Now he can patrol the street.
Now he patrols the street while he's sitting there.
While he's laying there, yeah.
So, I don't have a solution for that. Thought about putting couch pillows up along the window.
Get some cardboard or something.
Cardboard. Pretty tacky though. You know?
Or you just put a picture of outside with no one out there on the window, so then he's just looking out there thinking no one.
Well, if I locked him in our bedroom, you know, then he has no choice, because then he just has to sleep. You know, lay down, jump on the bed, whatever you want, but you can't see stuff then.
Yeah. I'm sure he wants to see stuff.
Well, that's the thing.
What if he can't behave? You know.
Well, there's that.
Can't be barking at everybody.
I'm not sure if he's barking because he's mad at him or he wants to come talk to him.
He's probably just saying, hey come hang out with me.
Come hang out. Well, it was a little bit eventful, a little bit exciting. Good thing that officer got the sticks on it.
Yep.
I don't know what department that was, Hennepin County, or I think it was Hennepin.
I saw Hopkins,
yeah,
St. Louis Park.
Yeah, I saw them all, but yeah, but I don't
there was a
think
lot of people there helping out.
Yeah. It's a team effort now.
Yep,
folks. They cross jurisdictions so often. Can't really just stay in our own little box. If we're gonna catch bad guys doing bad things, we gotta be able to move across the state of Minnesota, and that's why our license is a license in the state of Minnesota. So I hope you folks enjoyed Joe Odegaard as much as I did. This is Olive Oil Street.
Oh.
Olive Oil Street. And call it a night. Pop a can of spinach.
120 and 178.
That was exciting.
Yeah. I like this ship. So exciting.
Alrighty. Well, until next time.
Until next time. Yes. Sign them off.
See you, folks. Have